Oh, you muted yourself. That's why.
Well, there we go.
There.
All right, guys. The winner of the poll, 65% of you want Dark Side Phil.
Wow.
So, guys, it's time to enter hell. The world, the timeline where Dark Side Phil is winning. We are now in the darkest, most unimaginable, unspeakable timeline of horror. DSP is now Asmongold's permanent co-host. He's taking over the internet. He's abolished begging. He's abolished the goals. He is now on top of the world.
Spending all the money. He has all the riches you ever.
We're all
Scrooge
felted,
McDuck.
guys. We're all felted. Dark Side. If you want a picture of the future, it's Dark Side Phil winning forever. At least that's what Phil thinks.
It's not going to work out so good, folks.
Let's take a look at how we got here, shall we, folks? First, we're going to have a look at a couple miscellaneous clips of Phil that we missed out on.
Okay.
Here we have a DSP Tries It. This actually is the final edition of DSP Tries It. This is it. This was the final reward for the dent. Phil will never do goals for DSP Tries It ever again. But Phil got the 5 Nights at Freddy's meal from Popeyes.
Wow.
And he got a cupcake, but they didn't give him a spoon. Now, Phil is somehow spoonless. I guess he ran out of plastic spoons at home. And all of his spoons are filthy in the fucking sink because he has no dishwasher. So Phil, out of sheer desperation, resorted to eating the cupcake with a straw. I've never seen anything quite like this. He's spoonless.
Oh, by the way, Flaked, what's up? Morning, buddy. He just wrote in our activity feed.
Morning to you there.
We were just, you're going to love the quartering stuff, by the way.
You're going to love the quartering segment, let me tell you.
It's actually Kino. All right, so here we go. We got DSP eating with a straw?
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Okay.
There we go. Now we take it out. All right, so I'm going to taste this.
I thought sure he would spear the cupcake and then put it into his mouth.
Same.
But instead, it's so baffling. This is like an actual alien entity came down to Earth and attempted to eat something with no understanding of how human beings consume food. Okay? Phil is now going to suck the residue of the cupcake through the straw, buddy. He's utensil-less.
Let's see what this tastes like.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Ready? Ready? Are you ready for the absolutely delicious 5 Nights at Freddy's strawberry cupcake?
I see.
Oh, man. I've been waiting all year for this. Let me tell you. Can we get a drum roll for this, actually?
Does he have a soundboard with a drum roll?
Oh, my God, he does.
Okay.
Well, you're supposed to eat it when it's done, the drum roll. But
All right, here we go.
It's another Phil fail. What the fuck is that? What was that? Look at that, dude. Is this guy okay? What am I looking at, bro? It reminds me of like Honda or Piston Honda from Punch Out.
Yeah.
The eyebrows and the eyes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
What the fuck is going on here? He looks vaguely Asian.
He looks like Count Chocula a little bit, no? Like a retarded Count Chocula?
No, you're right. He's the Down syndrome Count Chocula. He's Count Acula. Okay. The clown mode?
Yeah.
Like, no one eats like that and makes faces like that. It's a cupcake, sir.
You didn't like it.
He didn't like it. Was too sugary.
Oh, no.
It was a cupcake.
Cupcake's not good.
All right. Here we have just a funny meme that, I just wanted to watch with you guys. Let's have a look here.
From the gamers who turn excuses into an art form comes a
Oh my God! Is that RTU?
It's RTU and Phil selling the art of the bag. They have a brand new book out, The Art of the Bag.
gamers who turn excuses into an art form comes a book that turns it into a paycheck. I'm the king of hate, but in here, I'm the king of the bag, and I'm the guy who...
Jesus. Roll upwards. Ack, laugh technique. The triple P method. Microphone. Meltdown tips. Emergency banana move.
the bag, and I'm the guy who deleted 1 million sub-channels. If I
The triple P method?
If I could beg my way back, anyone can. In the art of the beg, you'll learn how to blame anyone, master the ack laugh, and deploy the triple P method. I call him triple P, by the way. You'll also get my secrets on failing upward, pulling off a... Guys, have you ever streamed for hours and the tips just don't show up? You need our new book, The Art of the Beg. We spent years perfecting the craft of digital panhandling. And now
This is amazing, bro.
Master the guilt trip. Blame the algorithm. Like, there's a joke in here like every 2 seconds. Oh, good.
Giving you the blueprint. Step by step, you'll learn how to guilt trip, blame the algorithm, and keep the tip jar rattling. Look at that cover. 320 pages of pure pleading power. You'll find chapters like excuses that stick and snort with confidence. Get the...
Snort with... It's so good. It's so good. I fucking love this.
When it's Phil. And have you ever felt like the universe owes you? Well, now you can finally collect. This is our brand new book, The Art of the Beg. It's the definitive guide to turning excuses into income, and it's packed with the exact techniques that keep this show running every single day.
Income. This is so high level, bro. This is amazing. This classic guilt lines, tip P.
Inside, you'll find step-by-step tactics from my patented triple P method, pressure, persistence, and pity.
Pressure, persistence, and pity. Pressure, persistence, and pity. The triple P method. I gotta give this a Kino alert. This tickles my fucking rectum. I'll tell
This is
you
what
that.
AI was made for. Was this shit?
Is so good. It's so good. Like, for me in particular, this really makes me laugh.
I love it. I love it.
I'm the guy who's been telling you for years I need that money. I really do. Now I put all my best techniques in one place. It's called The Art of the Beg, and it's the handbook for anyone ready to turn excuses into income. Inside, we break down the fundamentals, guilt trips, algorithm blame, even the patented side before you ask for help. Step 1, pick up the phone and let them know times are tough. The Art of the Beg.
So this video was made. I want to give the shout out to Pre-Dawn Corpse.
Oh, Pre-Dawn Corpse. Yo, what up,
Pre-Dawn Corpse made that legendary content. All right. We're now going to go into the Asmongold versus Phil arc. Mr. Gold versus Phil. How did we get here? So first we have Asmongold reacting to DSP.
Okay. Sorry, let me just do one quick thing. Oh, nice. Sorry, I just got cool. All right, here we go.
Oh, you didn't make it. You just posted it on Twitter, Pre-Dawn Corpse or something like that. Was it Ludwig World Order who made it? Okay.
Was it?
Anyway.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
Kick, we've got one person who supported all night, your future stepdad, and it was 1 sub. So from now on,
1 sub. Future kicks question mark, or sorry, top kicks question mark. So nobody gave him any bits at all.
I'm going to be very abundantly clear with all of you on Kick. Don't ever
1 bit. Not even 1 fucking penny for Philip. Asmongold's like, I gotta help this guy, man. This guy's on hard. This guy's
gonna
hard
die
for cash. These are hard times for Phil. He's on 1 sub and no bits right now. Oh no.
Look at Asmon's face when he realizes DSP's gonna die of starvation this winter.
ask anything of me ever again.
Damn.
Don't ask for me to add you messages, new emotes, pop up.
Okay, so Asmon just feels bad for this guy.
This is like a charity mission, right? This is where it's like, oh, dude, is this guy going to even be able to afford food? Is he going to be thrown out onto the streets? Like, this is grim.
Because until people on Kick actually support the content, you get nothing.
You letting them know.
The YouTube side, you guys have been incredibly supportive and nice people.
Tell them right now.
But the Kick side just sits here whining, bitching,
but getting free content. Ain't nothing for free.
Complaining about things, wanting more, and doesn't support.
Yep.
So you get nothing. Okay?
That's right.
Unless we get 50 subs by the end of
Unless I get 50 subs right now, I hate you.
Right, now,
wait, did Phil say that?
He really did.
Listen, folks.
He really did. We played that clip last night.
It just blends in, man. It's all a
I know.
blend,
I
right?
know.
Guys, can we get 50 subs or we're gonna end the stream right now? I swear
He
to God.
really did. Let's get 50 subs right now. Stop train, stop train, stop train.
Will be 49.
Yeah.
You're never getting
That's
text
right.
messages in your moral support ever again.
You're never getting text messages or moral support ever.
So you got an hour left.
Osmond doesn't
Get
even
to it.
understand what Phil said because it's such inside baseball retard lingo. So, like, Osmond assumed that it's, oh, you'll never get messages and moral support. But it was messages in moral support because Phil calls, like, the kick point messages moral support because he's twisted in the mind.
Or shut the fuck up forever. We're not going to listen to your bitching anymore. A lot of whiny people, demanding people who don't reciprocate.
Osmond's just
Okay.
dying.
All right.
Okay.
That's why he ended up agreeing to do it, because he just views Phil as just a total clown. And he just wanted to clown on him, farm content off him, and at the same time make a charitable donation to a man that's starving and freezing in the cold. At least that's what Asmon thinks, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time Asmongold has seen poverty in years. And he's just he's confused by it. He's like, I've been a millionaire for so long. What is it like to just be a total poor brokey? And he's seeing it. He's like,
What the fuck?
this is tough. We got Ghost of DSP's Robin
For 25 subs! Let's go! And Clown Meat for a sub. Thank you. We're 24 away from not ending the segment. Thank you, Ghost of DSP's Robin. Really can't send
for
23
one
away.
sub.
Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much for the big support. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, going back. So what I think is so funny about this,
Big ol'
is that-
Hammer subscribe. Thank you so much.
Some rallying. All right. So we got to get some subs, some super chats, some kicks, some memberships,
Want
and some
anything.
tips. And we need all those to start coming in.
And we got my one-eyed Wonder
Let's
Weasel for 25
go.
subs.
And now that we
Phil
hit the
just-
goal,
Phil just immediately felt it. Like, it's ridiculous. Ooh. We
Well-
got Scottish Lacey for a sub.
well, now that we hit the
Let's
goal,
go.
guys, you know what that means? We could
We need to hit
Wrap-
another
wrap.
goal.
I was saying we could just wrap up.
Well,
You
know, we're
know?
gonna end the show. That's what happens when Phil hits the goal. You don't get more show.
Yeah.
The show just fucking ends.
Now we can just.
It's over. I'm going to bed now. What? What do you mean?
All right.
We hit the vacation
Right
goal.
now.
You guys
Vacation
are going-
goal.
Oh, we hit the vacation goal, guys. See you in 2026. See you next year. Woohoo!
right now, do it right now. Hey, you, I want you to give me money. That's right, guys. And then, oh, here's another one. Let's see. Is there
That's
another one?
us.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
He
minute.
scrolled
Oh, he
past
scrolled
it.
Is this
past it.
Bastard,
What a
how
piece
could
of
he
shit.
do that to us? Spit on him.
Puh, S to spit.
I started as a YouTuber 17 years ago, and I was just doing this as a hobby and having fun. Future, please go to my partner channel, The King of Hate HD, and click on the ad.
Though, when Asmongold has a chance to actually just skip the pre-stream Pignosis, he did. Like, when it was up to him to just be like, no, next clip, he instantly did.
Yeah.
Whereas, unfortunately, during the stream, he had no such option. You know, he just had to sit there and fucking take it. It was tough.
Yeah. All right, my what I wondered, Weasel. Thank you for that big drop there. DSP's Rabbit, man. Appreciate it. Can't stand Big Ol' Hammer. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it, guys. Scottish Lacey M as well. Thank you. And who's this? Florian Balthier. Thank you so much.
That show up on the videos there, because hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, that actually starts giving me some money back for what I'm doing. I mean, it's not cheap to do what I'm doing. I bought a lot of games, a lot of equipment, and now I have my own condo, which is basically my studio, to do whatever the hell I want.
A generational roach, man.
When Asmon, the Roach King, is calling you the generational roach, when a man who literally lives in filth, fucking blood-stained walls from his gums,
Oh.
and he's had literal cockroaches crawl all over him. The guy had a dead mouse as an alarm clock. When the sun would rise and like heat up the house, the dead rat would start to stink so bad it would wake him up. This is the Roach King Asmongold.
True
And he
story.
looks down upon and calls you the generational roach. You really are a fucking cockroach, aren't you, Philip? Pig Roach Gang.
This is from over 10 years ago.
So, anything that you can give back is much
2009.
appreciated. I also do have...
By the way, even 10 years ago, Phil, to this day, made a bunch of money and just spent it all. Just
He
like,
squandered it all.
just like this, Phil. I spent all my money on games and, my shit.
PayPal donation on the left-hand side of my Dark
Phil
Side
never
Phil channel.
changes.
It
No,
explains
it's
how to go to
always the same.
PayPal and what email address to send a donation to, darksidephil@hotmail.com. I
Send a donation to my Hotmail account.
I've gotten many donations, and as I said before, if you send me a donation of,
Oh,
10,
fuck.
15, $20 or
There
more,
it is.
I'll mention your name in a video because I do appreciate that.
If you
So,
get, if
thanks
I'll
a
read
lot.
your name.
Future.
Wow. So he's just going in on this.
4. Right now,
notice,
we are
by
like
the way,
$10 a
So Asmongold's consumption of Phil, just to understand what ended up happening. He's not going to detractor channels like Duty or Memology 101 and watching long Phil stuff. He's not going to Phil's actual channel or to Raw Phil.
Or like
and
us talking about him or anyone talking about him.
like
Or
he's watching very short snippets of Phil and memes and viral clips on Twitter.
No.
He is, in the truest definition, a tourist in the world of Phil. He's somebody that shows up. He likes to laugh at Phil, as most people who encounter Phil like to do. And he just views him as the funny beggar man who masturbated on live stream. And that's it. And that's how most people view Phil, right? And so unless you're somebody who actually is going to sit there and waste hours and hours and hours of your life like a fucking maniac watching the raw Phil stream,
like us.
you're not going to understand it. You're not going to understand why Phil is actually so fucked. Like, you just won't. You'll never truly get it. So that's
It took
why
me a while, remember?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing is when we first started working with Phil, we had like the same talking points and the same playbook as all the Asmongold people who right now are being like, well, all he really does is ask for money and everybody asks for money and he plays video games poorly. It doesn't mean he should be like felted every fucking day and be the most hated man that ever fucking lived or what.
And then
But
day
then
after day, it's like a worm
then you
crawling
learn
in your ear.
it wears on you and you start to realize why he's so hated. And it's not that he fucking it's very complicated actually. There's a lot of it's a pattern of behavior. But generally I would sum up the biggest problem with Phil is he's the most bitter, miserable, entitled, ungrateful asshole in the world.
Yeah.
Like, that is really the problem with Phil. And he just rubs people the wrong fucking way. And it's not that he asks for money. It's him berating people for not giving him money and just acting so entitled and so insane day after day. It's not that he plays WWE champions, right? Because at the end of the day, as Asmongold's dents are saying, as we were saying last year, oh, okay, well, it's his money. He can do with it whatever he wants. The real problem was Phil telling everybody, I'm going to lose my house. I have no discretionary income. I can't pay my bills. I'm drowning in debt. I need your money. And people being like, here's money. Here's money. We got to save your house. We got to make sure that you don't have your lights turned off. And meanwhile, he was pouring hundreds of thousands of dollars into a mobile game that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
That's the real problem, is the manipulation, the deception, and the constant manipulation and deception, the retcons and the lies that all contradict each other, and how easily he lies as though he breathes, his war on the truth, his war on reality in order to make himself feel better. These are the things that make Phil so fucking hated. But if you're just watching these little, Max Headroom or Tax Headroom clips on Twitter, or It's a Gundam clip on Twitter, you're not going to truly understand that,
And by the way, with hating Phil, right? Like everyone who watches it goes, "What's the big deal with this guy?" But for everyone who becomes a detractor or a hater or whatever you want to say, there's always like that 9/11 moment. Like where were you on 9/11, right? It's like, what video did you watch that made you hate Phil? You know what I mean? There's always the one point where you just go, you know what? No, he is a fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone has that moment.
Support, not even. We're at $7 of support. For
That's it?
$7,
$7.
here.
So in Gold's mind, he's like, this guy's only making $7 a day. There are children in Africa that make more money in fucking diamond mines or in sweatshops in Bangladesh than this guy. Like, we gotta help him, guys.
Here you go. There's $7.
What?
An
Wait,
empty,
what?
devoid
And the
Seattle.
other thing too that gets people to turn on Phil is that he bans them. He even bans people who give him money.
Yeah.
He even bans his biggest financial supporters, his whales. It doesn't matter how many thousands of dollars you've given Phil. He'll just go on an egomaniacally driven, insane meltdown and ban you for fucking nothing. And then people are like, what the fuck? Or just giving Phil a suggestion, like an honest suggestion or opinion, or he'll just be so fucking rude to you. It's just in an unnecessary way. And then people are like burned. They're like, what the fuck? Like, why did you treat me like that? And then they look into, they're like, oh, this guy really is a fucking piece of shit.
That's
What?
what you get. For $7
By the
of
way,
support. I've been streaming for
He turned off the camera for sight. He's like, listen, if you're only gonna give me $7, you're getting an audio only stream. This is crazy, Phil. Like, whoa, buddy. By the way, we got the Kino critic with a
Wow.
pack it up. Says
Let's
he's
go.
an ungrateful beggar bum.
Big
Ungrateful
support.
beggar bum.
Let's go. Thank you so much.
hour.
So he's only made $7 in an hour.
Awful.
Awful. Wow.
That's less than the minimum wage.
He
By
really
a
trying to get
quarter.
laid tonight. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Come on, babe. Come on. Come on, babe.
Come on, guys.
Come on, babe. I'm almost there, babe.
All
Come
right,
on.
I'm just gonna enjoy the last match, and then I'm literally gonna say goodnight, and I'm gonna sign off. Because I think what happens is people think that they're messing around, and they wait till the absolute last
Number one
minute.
is you can tell this is gonna be good.
I can't stick around and do late
No way.
stuff. This is it. This is my last match of the
You
night.
can't
right now.
stick
That's
around.
I'm
I
already
need your
ready to hit
money
this
now.
It.
again.
Right now, we're not doing American.
You know what's so funny? How depressed he is and how asshole-ish it. Even when he got all this money, he's still so miserable.
That's the thing is, it doesn't even matter. He could be handed $1 million in cash, and he would still be miserable and bitter. And it's just like, dude, you're luckier than like most people on the face of the earth by like a lot. First of all, he is born in the first world, which already makes him luckier than like most people on the planet who are born into just abject poverty with no opportunity in like Africa or India. Okay.
Yeah.
But not only was he born in America, he was born to wealthy parents who catered to his every need, paid his way through college, got him set up with a fucking nepotism hire job, making fucking 6 figures a year at a helicopter company. He failed at that, somehow got in on the ground floor of YouTube before anybody knew it would make any money, started making $250,000 a year on YouTube, And then even when everything went against him and it failed, he still managed to end up live streaming and still making 6 figures a year every year forever. But he's still bitter and miserable and upset because the whole world doesn't always cater to him and kiss his ass constantly. It's wild how bitter this guy is when his life, honestly, he should be fucking walking on sunshine. You make fucking 100 grand a year to play video games, but it's not good enough for Phil. He can't face any sort of criticism. The whole world must bow to him at all times. It's insane.
But we got PvP's busted internet for a pack it up thing. All the detractors could be banned today, and he would still find a way to make new ones tomorrow.
Well, that's the thing. Like Phil also seems to believe that it's the same group of detractors from 2013 who are there today. And while there might be some remnant from that time, in reality, every day Phil makes new detractors. Anytime somebody stumbles upon Phil's stream, the chances are about 99% that that person will eventually become a detractor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's very slim odds that they're going to become a dent. It's just very rare. You have to actually just be very gullible, very naive, very mentally disabled
apparently,
to be a long-term dent.
Apparently, his new viewers are asking him to stop talking about the detractors.
Yes,
they're like,
it doesn't make sense. So you have this whole new renaissance, you have this whole new resurgence, but instead of focusing on the new people that are there and a new future and being excited about it, he focuses on the past and all these haters. And it's like, what the fuck?
That's so fucking funny. We got Frank Booth 666 for packing up. Shout out Raw Phil. So much fun in the chat hating on this gin-addled beggar bum. I love Raw Phil. Everyone go check it out. The chat there is the funniest. Kino Critic pack it up. Ungrateful beggar bum times like 10. He said that. Predon Corpse for Rage Quit saying, can you guys please play the neurotic Reed's RTU ate his daughter's eyes? I sent it to you on X. Could you DM that to me one more time, Predon? And that's all the updates there. Thank you. And R Diaz 210 subscribe. Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Jesus.
Another day and another day till we hit a goal. It's a frustrating.
It's a goal. Okay, so he's complaining about money again.
It is.
Well, yeah.
Yep, there it is. Let's see if I can find. DSP turns off the game and sits there begging. He's just silent.
Save us GTA 6 if you want someone to step up. You know what? There's no one better in life to step up and take control of a situation than you yourself. I want you to walk into your bathroom and look in the mirror. Look at your own face and say, I will take it.
There's no way you're about to give people a motivational speech to give you money. There's
so
no way you're
smug
fixing to do that.
And he has such a shit-eating grin and like this glimmer in his eye as he does this. He's so hateable. And he wonders why he's hated. And I tried to tell Phil this. I said, you have a real gift. People just hate you. Like, ultimately, in entertainment, in show business, the worst thing you can get is no reaction, is apathy.
Apathy, yeah.
Phil is an incredibly hateable person. The question is finding a way to monetize how much people hate him. And so that's what I was trying to do. But unfortunately, people just hate him so much that if they know that any of the money is going to Phil, they will never give him anything. So it was a fool's errand. But also, he just wouldn't lean into. I'm like, listen, just become even more obnoxious than you already are, Phil. Like, they're just gassing him up to be the most obnoxious, horrible version of him that he could possibly be. And I find it to be really entertaining when he's like this. He's giving motivational speeches about giving him money. Fuck.
How could I give Phil money? Look at yourself in the mirror and say, how could I help Phil today?
Well, he told me he couldn't be a heel because his wife is sick, which is fucking retarded. Like, I don't know.
You're going to walk back here and you're going to contribute. Yes.
Oh man. Of course. The salesman? Yeah. This has to be extortion. So this guy has been around since being around was around.
All right, guys. I guess not. This is it.
This is it.
We have
So
like 1 minute left. We
he's
have
gonna
to hit this
leave
goal now.
unless people-
I can't stick around.
He's gonna leave unless people give
It looks
him
like we're
money
not gonna
right
hit it.
now.
Sucks.
I'm getting ready to leave. If I don't get $50
sucks.
right now, if I don't leave right now, this is it. Yeah, I'm leaving.
So
all right, let me
Aspen
see. Yeah,
doesn't
bye guys.
understand.
I don't.
So this is what's funny is he's never actually seen Phil stall at the end of a stream.
Yeah.
Asman is under the misguided belief here that if Philip gets the $50, the stream will continue. The stream is ending regardless of whether he gets the $50 or not. In fact, the stream will go on longer and longer if he doesn't get the money. Like Asman this is so ass backwards the way Phil does this that it's incomprehensible to a successful streamer like Asmongold as to how this could possibly be the case, that he's asking people to pay him to leave. It really is baffling.
I don't have any money.
Just updated it. Just updated my stupid camera software. It's saying it needs to be updated. I just updated it this morning. Okay. I got 2 tips.
Okay.
One is for
wait.
a penny from a troll. I got a $3 tip.
Oh wow.
Just it says let's do this. That's all it says. Let's do this.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
$3.
Asmongold realistically makes what, $5,000 an hour or more? Like, this is the thing. It's like the $5,000 that Phil made. This is literally scraps from his fucking table. Like, not even like literal fucking crumbs of the crust. You know,
It's literally a flake, it's a singular crumb. It's one crumb from his plate.
holy.
All right,
Thanks.
so now with that,
Yeah.
we're at 125. We are literally $25 away. This is it. This is it. $25 to hit the goal and continue blueprints. Come on.
Come on,
All right.
guys.
I'm going to go
Come on.
for 30 more seconds. Let me get a timer. Here,
He's
we'll
doing
do a
the
timer.
countdown.
Ready?
He's
Is it
doing
off?
the
We'll do
count.
a
This is
timer.
it, guys. This is your last.
He's gonna get it. He's
chance.
How do
gonna
you do
get
a
it right
timer on
now.
my phone? I don't know.
This is it,
I don't know
guys.
how to
Come
do a
on.
timer. Is this a timer?
He doesn't. You don't know how to do a timer on your phone. Okay. People are into this shit. People watch this.
All right,
yeah.
can we do it? Start. Okay, here we go. It's counting down right now. 56 seconds. 55. 54.
Oh my
53,
God.
52.
He's counting
51,
down the
50. 49.
until
48.
no.
47.
No.
46.
Guys.
45.
God,
44.
this doesn't. It
43,
doesn't have to be like
42.
this.
41.
You don't need to do this.
40.
This is insane.
39.
This is
Stop.
tiring.
No one should have to do this. You know, like at a certain point, save your fucking dignity, man. For $20, you're gonna count down from 60 begging for $25.
For $25, and then he makes all this
man.
money, and then he spends it all. If you're that desperate for $25, you should. It's like you learn,
What if
right?
you could just save.
You
like
learn.
$25 saved is $25 earned. Phil never heard that parable.
Well, you go like you're like in the past. You have like, oh, okay, I was begging for $25. Hey, I have $3,000. Okay, imagine I was where I was at before. Save this money. Nope, spend it all. Which by the way is
Dr.
awesome.
Bagel and Mr. Cry. That's tough.
37, 36, 35, 25, $25, 32, 31, 30 seconds left, 29, 28, 27,
He's not
26,
making any money.
25, 24, 3, 2, 21, 20, 19, 18. Yeah. Okay, $20 to go. $20 to go.
Somebody gave $5. Somebody gifted $5.
Oh, we're only $20 away. Whoa! Whoa!
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, we didn't do it.
Okay.
We didn't do it.
It's over.
No.
Nobody gave you any money. Nobody gave you money.
That's tough.
Wow.
We didn't do it. Based Out for Real did gift a sub. And that got us to 130.
Sub.
That
So
wasn't
That's
enough.
it. We ran out of time.
Just to put it all together, sum that up. He did all of that for $5 minus fees before tax.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 tips just came in.
Whoa!
2 tips just came in. 1 for $2.
And he's laughing at it. He says, bro, you're only going to give me $2?
Even he knows how. Look at
A
the
$2
sweat. The fucking bring up the dirty grease stain and the fucking light on Phil's. Look at that shit. He was sweating, bro. He's sweating these last few fucking dollars out.
Squeak it.
man. Oh, we have $2.
He got it. He says, bro, you're only going to give me $2?
A $2 tip.
He's making
From
fun of
only
him.
Iced Infinite. $2.
Oh,
So
God.
now we're at 132, and then a $2 tip. Another one. What is the $2?
What's with this $2, guys?
Open your wallets, this person says, for $2. Open your
Oh my
wallet.
your
God.
wallet.
We're at 134.
Open
We didn't do it.
sesame.
Can you believe it?
What is the
So,
secret phrase?
There are
Open
just
your
so many
wallet.
of these, aren't there?
With Naitomi or Naitomiya 215s, it's still not as good as LTG setup. I'll have to agree on that. I mean, you can't beat a cat tree sitting behind you with a plain wall and a white door behind you that it looks like you live in your grandma's house.
He's
and at
just
any moment she'll
talking
burst through the
shit.
door and tell you to take the trash out, right? Or, why didn't you wash the dishes this morning? Or maybe like, his ex bursting through the door asking him where the hell is his child support payment that he's behind on.
Yeah.
Asmon knows.
You could easily
I can't
predict
beat that. There's nothing I could ever do.
By the way, he
Of
never
course.
does drama. He's never negative. He never makes fun of other people. He doesn't step on other people, other than what we just saw there, where he was, shitting on low tier God. But he's a really positive, drama-free, meaningful streamer, for sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, wow.
Imbecile. That's not begging, you imbecile.
I just...
Those are my favorite. It's
Some
just
of this
his cutout
stuff is
head.
just really
So good.
amazing. If
What
you know,
are we
you
looking
know.
at?
If
So
you know, you know.
He's just clowning Phil, dragging him to filth,
Yeah.
Just like a very casual, just felt Phil here, felt Phil there. He's just fucking around, He doesn't think that he's actually gonna get an invitation to the king's court to meet the guy.
Right.
The guy who masturbated on camera. The guy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. This is what he wants people to
Yeah,
pay
I don't know
for.
why this guy got lost. Marcillus or
This
whatever.
is what he wants
got
people
lost.
This is
to
what he wants
pay
people
for.
to pay
Must have
for.
understood what was
And
happening.
that's the thing is,
No,
like,
Marcellus, why are we
knows that all his fans that go over there are eventually gonna be like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
And the ones who stay are
know-
like already dented. Let's be fucking.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? I love your energy. I swear, there's one guy who's like, I love your positive energy. Da, da, da," right? 10 minutes later, Bill's just complaining about detractors. Like, and his views 500, 450, 400, 3, like, brrr, like it's bleeding. It's bleeding.
Down here, dude.
You shouldn't be
Are
here.
you kidding?
You're too low level.
Why did we do this? This is brain dead stupid. We don't have any flasks.
You're about to die.
this
You
is
don't
a
need
Oh
classic.
my god, why are we down here?
Just
Well, he's going this way.
I'd rather gamble.
moments before disaster.
What is he doing?
I don't know where he is. Where did he go? Look, is he below me? I don't know where the fuck he went.
What are you doing?
So now I'm gonna get lost again because I don't know what I'm doing. And the wall is coming. Why the fuck did he do that? What an idiot.
What do you mean?
Nah, this was really dumb.
Oh my god.
Look, now the wall's coming and I can't do anything.
Yeah?
Why did they do this? Man, this is pissing me off.
Man,
Dude.
Why did he come down here? What an asshole.
Oh, it's his fault. And then
There
he
you go,
just
Phil.
he just kills himself.
Yeah. All right.
And that was with 60,000
Yeah,
souls.
That's the
the
idea.
picture on this. This made Phil fucking seethe and fucking boil and lose his fucking mind. And he crashed out at Asmongold on stream. And I believe this is Asmongold reacting to Phil crashing out.
What dude?
Nutshell, very briefly. I'm going to summarize it as quickly as I can. In the last week, the streamer / content creator Asmongold started watching my detractor content publicly on his stream. Not once, but twice.
It's not detractor content because detractor content has to have a degree
Commentary.
of editorializing in it.
Yes.
There's no editorializing in the video.
Now, what's
There's no
crazy
editorial.
to me is that Asmongold can formulate this here, but when face to face with Phil, was incapable, or I suppose unwilling, of doing this, because at no point does the core dispute between Asmongold and Phil actually get addressed in said interview between Asmongold and Phil. At no point do they ever actually go over, like, well, is it out of context with any sort of pushback or criticism or common sense at all. But this is like Phil's beef, is that it's all out of context, when in fact, these are all just raw clips of Phil. There's no way to present it out of context. He's a live streamer playing games and failing. It's not out of context.
Even when we interviewed him, or side scrollers, for example, we pushed back on a lot of shit. We're like, well, what about this? What about Darish? What about this? What about blah, 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 blah.
I mean, and we would do it in kind of a joking way,
To make it
and
not-
kind of laugh and,
Yeah.
and just kind of disarm him. And then a lot of the time he would admit, yeah, he was fucking felt. But the thing is, Phil will take L after L after L just to try and scrounge some amount of parasitic money out of the situation.
Yeah.
So with Asmongold, right, from any normal person's point of view that's watching, Asmongold is in complete control of the interaction. He's clowning on Phil. He's dabbing on Phil during the debate. He's making all sorts of passive-aggressive comments at Phil's expense. He's asking questions in such a way as to make Phil look foolish with Phil's answers. And Asmongold, honestly, through the first part of it, and we may actually watch a little bit of the first part of it, even though I didn't plan to, Asmongold had a very weird rhythm to him that did interrupt and fuck with Phil's like pre-streaming and pignosis, to a point where I actually thought, I'm like, this guy, because this is the first time I really watched Asmongold, I go, this guy might actually be very, very fucking smart. I thought for a minute, I was like, this guy might actually be a fucking genius. And the way that he's just leading Phil into felting himself with his questions and stuff like that. But then ultimately, Asmongold, as he said himself, he's like, I didn't want to be mean to this guy. I didn't want to be confrontational to this guy. I didn't want to be aggressive with this guy. And then just let Phil pre-stream unchallenged, making bizarre statements that made no fucking sense with no pushback. Ultimately, though, when you're talking to Phil, it's so fucking exhausting because he lies as he fucking breathes and just wears you down because you can't even challenge the amount of bullshit that comes from his mouth because it takes 10 times as long to debunk Phil's fucking lies and pin him down on his lies, even if you have the full receipts and knowledge, as it does for Phil to spew it from his fucking mouth. And if anything you say is even slightly off, in Phil's twisted perception of things, he'll twist the minutia and focus on semantics and focus on nonsense. You have to really be prepared. You have to know all of the material, and you have to be prepared to cut Phil off constantly, talk over him, treat him with no respect, no decorum, and no dignity, like Steve Cambion did. Steve Cambion did it pretty perfectly.
Or else
to be
he'll
honest with
just
you.
lie, and it's just like a
Yeah,
non-stop, or he'll like
exactly.
divert into a new.
So I knew going into the interview that chances are it would go
We talked about
exactly
this.
like it did.
We talked about this. Remember in the car? We're just like,
said
it's
to
not going to be.
Andy,
It's not gonna be.
I said Phil's gonna win. And
Yeah,
the
you
thing
did.
is,
You did say that.
Yeah. The thing is, Phil's win condition is different than everyone else's win condition.
Yeah.
Most people would actually like to, win. Phil is about just like surviving like a fucking cockroach and scrounging scraps off the fucking ground like a bum.
Yeah.
He's not about actually like winning the exchanges, felting the other person, making fun or anything like that. He will gladly allow you to slap him around, piss in his fucking mouth, humiliate him, as long as he thinks by the end it will portray him in a light positive enough to siphon money parasitically from your fans. And so no one else really operates like this. And I can understand from Mr. Gold's perspective why he thought he did an amazing job with it. Because he did slap Phil around. But the problem is he was too nice to Phil. And so therefore his fans had pity for Phil and then went and gave Phil money. And then therefore Phil claims that he won. It's the reality.
Content. Like nothing got editorialized. It was not edited in a way. It was just a clip of you doing something. That's it.
Okay. I didn't actually see the raw reaction to it, but I saw clips of it. And basically, he's seeing stuff completely out of context.
Oh.
Okay. Completely out of context.
Okay.
It was not out of context. So then Phil's crashing out at him, bitching. Here he is doing more, crashing out at Asmongold. Why won't he watch my streams?
So again,
You know what's funny too? Asmon never even watched Phil Raw, obviously. And after the interview, Asmon's already moved on. He doesn't care. Like, for him, it was Tuesday. For Phil, it's his life, right? And for detractors, we're all watching this like, oh my God, what the fuck? But for
Asmon, it's an interesting curiosity.
Yes.
It's like the equivalent of poverty tourism or like going on safari to Africa, some exotic place. This isn't going to be your day-to-day thing. This is something that was a curiosity for a multimillionaire to interact with a legendary lolcow online that he's been laughing at for years. And to be honest with you, we had a similar view. When Phil contacted us, it's like, okay.
I'm like, doesn't everyone hate this guy? And then we're like, oh, he begs? Okay, we had him on and da-da-da. And then within like a few weeks, I was like, fuck this piece of shit.
It's just exhausting to deal with.
Oh.
And if Mr. Gold even bothers to look at his fucking DMs, or engage with Phil in any way, he's very quickly going to run into the exact same issues that we had with this guy, where he's just the ultimate clingy, parasitic leech who expects you to carry him through life. And he just feels entitled to every single person that Phil interacts with, whether it be in real life, whether it be viewers in his chat, whether it be other content creators. He has an expectation that that person has now pledged their lives to him, as though they're like vassals or servants, like to a liege lord who lords over them. And then you will give tribute to him over time. And it's your responsibility to prop him up from now until the end of time. For Phil, there's no such thing as you pop on here, then you pop on there. He wants to make himself the all-becoming center of your life, and he will accept nothing else. It is like straight-up cult leader shit.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Sorry. I really am. I'm sorry that I acted like that, all right? As for Asmongold, I don't give a fuck what he says. I don't even know what he said. I don't care.
Obviously, dude.
He literally reacts to detractor content, which is always skewed. if he actually wanted a real perspective on someone, he would actually watch their real content. Like instead of watching detractor clips on X, he would say, "Oh, is he streaming right now? Let's see what he's doing." And then tune into the stream and then judge for yourself
It would
rather
be
than
so
just the out of
boring.
context shit.
The
But he
thing
doesn't
is,
care.
if
He
if
has-
Asmongold did that, I'll just be real. If Asmongold or any of us did that, let's stream snipe Phil. What would happen is the viewership would go down so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking boring. What Osman is seeing are the highlights. And that's what we would see, you know, as just casual viewers. If you see the highlights of him crashing out, the highlights of him begging, what you don't understand is that when he comes on your stream, he is the most low energy, boring, timid, people pleasing, parasitic coward that you could possibly imagine. He just straight up sucks you off the entire time, skinwalks you, adopts your mannerisms, adopts your catchphrases, and just does anything and everything. He's so desperate for acceptance. And he did it to us. He did it to Asmongold. He does it to everybody that he interacts with. But here's Phil playing tough online and going, "Hey, Asmongold, read your Twitter DMs, you lazy shit, or else stop talking about me like a bitch." Now, Phil immediately then DM'd Asmongold and actually fucking apologized
No.
to Asmon and said that he only said that to get attention
I mean,
online,
he wants to talk
which
to me.
is twisted. So look at Asmongold. He's like, I really didn't expect this.
Man, I really gotta, I gotta think about this. I mean,
And every detractor in the world DM'd him all the Phil info.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like,
And
for
what's
him, he doesn't have
crazy,
time to
though-
research this shit. I get it. You know what I mean?
But what's crazy also, and I really think he should have incorporated this more, he had on his Reddit a list of questions
Yeah.
to submit.
Yes.
Had he just gone down that list of questions, people would have been a lot happier with it in the
Yes.
detractor
That
community.
was the thing that
Eh,
was retarded. I'll say that. Like, why not?
you know,
Why not ask him the questions? You know?
and I just feel like that was the big flaw in his performance.
Yeah.
Was, you know, he asked for input from the Phil community, and he got the input, and then he didn't do anything with
And he
the
ignored
input,
it. He ignored it completely.
know? And so it just kind
The
of
King
flopped.
Snake arc with us was mentioned a million times on the Reddit. Like, literally top comments. Da, 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 da. Not even an inquiry. And people in the chat were like, "Oh, King Snake," and it's like not even an inquiry
that's
about it.
really, and I don't want to toot our own horn or be whatever, but that really is the biggest thing that's happened with Phil in the last year.
Yeah.
It really has been. Like, the King Snake stream with RTU is so fucking funny that even if you don't know anything about it at all,
Yeah.
and you just tune into it, and Review Tech just not going along with Phil's plan at all, Phil like pulling out the fucking briefcase with the picture of a shirtless and shit like that. That shit's so fucking funny. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's really
But
fucking jokes.
Listen, I understand why it went down the way that it did.
Sure.
But ultimately, I think that Asmongold probably would have been better off here just ghosting Phil. I think everybody other than Phil would have been better off, and we wouldn't have minded not having this interview between them. And because if Phil would have just crashed out had Asmon just totally ghosted him. But it is what it is. Now we're getting a very different arc with Phil, kind of a retread of our arc. We'll see if Asmongold does more stuff with Phil. Maybe he
happening.
did. I don't think he's going
It's literally
to.
not happening because was it 2 days later? You could tell Asman was rattled about the reaction. He's like, I was just trying to not be mean to the guy. And you could tell, like,
It's ultimately going to pay off in one of several different ways. either Asmongold ends up like turning on Phil because Asmon's community recognizes how fucked Phil is, and then starts being like, "What the fuck, Asmon?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's a clown." Da 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 da. You know, he's not to be trusted. Asmongold gets red pilled on the Phil question or whatever the fuck, or Asmon just completely ignores Phil, lets him rot. The fall off happens. Phil's money buff wears out, and he fucking crashes out.
Which is what's going to
Asmon,
happen.
that's realistically what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But there's multiple ways for this to play out. I really think that none of them end with Phil being Asmongold's permanent co-host on a podcast or a panel where Phil rakes in millions of dollars a year as part of the new OTK or whatever. I don't really think that's happening.
I'm telling you right now.
But
Phil,
if it does, that's still funny in and of itself. Just that we'd live in a timeline where that could happen.
it will never happen. I'm telling you right now, it will never. There's no way. Look, here's the thing is, Phil, even if he was on a panel, let's say that, right? Let's say, for example, remember when he was on the politics show we did on the election stream?
Yeah.
Other streams with other people? He stinks. Phil is still Phil. Phil is not like, oh my God, he's entertaining. Like, this rules.
The problem is he doesn't have any takes because he doesn't know anything.
It's just the tractors and games and like.
Well, this is the thing is, even within gaming, he doesn't have any sort of specialty knowledge or expertise or hot takes, even though he's been in the space for fucking forever.
Yeah.
The only time that Phil can ever give any sort of specialty expertise is on the Street Fighter 2 Turbo community from 25 years ago. And that's a very niche application. And even then, his perspective on that is skewed by the fact that he's mentally retarded.
Yeah.
And just doesn't actually understand how anything works in reality.
Yeah.
So, like, if he was on a panel, for instance, with Asmongold and his crew, and they're talking about Trump and Hassan and Twitch, he's not going to have anything to add. On a video game panel, all he can do is echo already, like, the most popular, normal, cold take opinions. You're not going to hear anything new or interesting or insightful from Phil because Phil doesn't ever take the opportunity to broaden his horizons, make himself more intelligent. Phil, in fact, does the opposite. He narrows himself down to like the bare minimum possible that you need to know about the world in order to survive. And in any other time in history, Phil would probably already be dead. But he was lucky enough to be born in this time when life is so easy. So.
I hate interacting with people, but this is a content opportunity. It's a pretty big one.
No, this is crazy. Is that Asmongold is actually awestruck at the concept of getting to interact with Phil.
We were shocked too. We were like, "Oh my God, Phil!"
He's actually like in this moment, like pignatized by the king. Like in this moment, Asmongold has forgotten that he's the biggest live streamer in the world, and he's now become the Asmongold of 10 or 15 years ago. When he would laugh at Phil when Asmon was a nobody, fucking broke as a joke. And he's like, really? I'm going to get to interact with the guy who jerked off on camera? So he's like, I'm going to fucking do it, you know?
Ask him. Do you mean live on stream or off stream?
What's going on with his eyebrows?
He always does that. He has like a little twitch or whatever.
We'll see what he says, right? And from I don't know. And on stream, yeah, I don't know. This way, he's using this way to save his dying channel with your platform.
Well, yes.
You act like that's a problem for me. you guys
like,
might not really understand the way that I think about.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yes.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck at all. And neither do we. And like, this is, I understand completely this perspective because it was our perspective last year. Is it's like, they're gonna seethe based.
You know
We're
what I
making-
mean? Like, who gives?
We're making people pissed off by propping up Phil base because
But-
we love to make people fucking seethe, right? Like at heart, we're all fucking trolls here, right?
and then,
So
but you all have to remember, if Phil really is as shit as he is, and he is, but if he is, you don't have to be worried about a big YouTuber promotes him. He will always fall if he's shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he actually isn't, then this shout out would have brought him like 5,000 new subs a day. He'd be the most famous man on the earth or whatever. He'd be killing us. No, he went back down to 300 viewers within 2 days. Phil
yes.
stinks. That's the thing. It's like if he was amazing, this wouldn't have.
There's no
fallen.
retention. By the end of the year,
Yes.
it's over.
Exactly.
By the end of the year, I think it's over.
Yes.
Realistically. By the way, we got Choco Smoke for 5
Let's
subs.
go. Let's go. Big support. Thank you so much.
things, but like, so I know that there are people that are using me in some cases, but if I think that I'm getting something out of it, I don't really care.
And the thing
It
is, what
doesn't
he's
matter to
getting-
me.
What he's getting out of it is to kind of fulfill a dream of just interacting with the guy. Like that's the thing is, it's just a curiosity to him. Like it's a freak show attraction. He knows that he's bulletproof. He knows that there's nothing that can possibly be done to hurt him in any way. He's completely insulated by his money. He lives a very modest lifestyle where he saved everything, spends nothing. He basically still lives the exact same he did when he was fucking broke.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's really nothing that detractors could possibly do to him. So he can do this and be like, whatever, fuck you.
Isn't this
what
crazy,
he's
by
gonna
the
do.
way? Isn't this crazy? With Asmon and DSP, isn't it like the complete opposites?
Oh, yes.
Asmon makes so much money and spends nothing. DSP, any money he's made, which is not a lot, he spends everything.
But okay, like Dawn, you gotta understand, buddy. It's very obvious that Asmund is really excited to stream with Phil here. Like you can't pretend like Asmund isn't really juiced at the idea of streaming with Phil.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
fine.
you.
And so DSP, his ongoing feud. So he did tweet about me. They call me DSP. The
Okay.
king is ready
king.
for the
Bro,
The
I'm
king.
gonna have to time you out for that, bro. Can you get porn drawn of me and Phil?
So it already happened last year during the arc. Remember, there's like us
Hey,
fucking Phil. Like I think you're fucking Phil in the ass, and then he's sucking my cock.
and
is
you
one
know,
of
and you
them.
know, it would be the other way around.
I don't know.
fall gaming season. Hey, Asmongold, read your XDMs, you lazy shit, or else stop talking about me like a bitch. Ooh. Oh, damn. He called you a bitch? You have to farm that content? He gave it? No, that's fine. Is it weird? Like, I grew up on the internet. Like, somebody insults me, and I'm just like, okay. I don't even think about it.
See,
Well,
again,
yeah.
fully the opposites, right? Phil
Yes.
cries all day about haters. Asmon doesn't care. He's like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, what's the next thing we're looking at?
Because it just doesn't matter to him
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I don't.
And the truth is, it really shouldn't matter to Phil at all. Phil, if he was actually able to look at this logically, should be like, the only thing that really keeps me relevant and going is these haters, right?
Mhm, yeah.
And he should be milking that and reveling in that. And sometimes people think that Phil is doing that and he's actually a 4D mastermind. What you have to understand is that Phil is actually stupid. And the one thing that really does keep people coming back to Phil is that for as fake as Phil is, for as much as he puts on a persona and all this fucking shit, he really is genuine. He is authentically stupid and thin-skinned as fuck. And his crash outs are him authentically seething because he's a miserable, bitter piece of shit. And so that really is what keeps people coming back to Phil, is that unlike other lolcows that you'll see today, you know, guys like Neon or whatever, where it's like obviously fake, Phil really is genuinely that mentally ill.
Yeah.
And you are getting to have a genuine interaction with a lunatic on a
No-
daily basis.
Okay, I want to say everyone's hearing a noise. I just downloaded a demo that I saw on Twitter on Steam. There was not an achievement. It's this game, Metropolis 1998. Look at this shit. All
What?
right. Buddy, this looks sick. Sorry. Someone sent it to me. All right, here we go. You ready?
Let's see. Chill and positive as always. Jesus, this is like watching two roaches fight over a churro. Oh my god. But you said you weren't talking about who you were whenever you were pearl clutching. Well, we'll see what he says, right? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and find out. The detractors don't bother me. Also, Phil. Well,
There you are.
There I
we'll have
am,
to see what
ringing the
happens,
bell.
guys. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I don't want to promise anything, okay? Like this could be pretty funny, but I don't want to promise anything. However, this does look pretty exciting.
Bro, he scrolled past you because he knows. He knows you'd have to mention us. He knows we felt Phil. He knows we would be intervened in the situation.
There is a lot of baggage to the association with us.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
There is.
Anyway, let's go. So now we're in Phil is winning.
Mm.
So following the interview with Asmongold, Phil was immediately given an invite from Stake to partner with them on a huge gambling deal and make massive money. I was so fucking excited for this. This has been my ultimate goal for Phil this entire time, is to get Phil to become a gambling streamer. And I just think that this is the purest form of Phil. I think that this is what would make Phil the happiest and would make Phil the most entertaining. The happiest I've ever seen Phil live streaming was when he was playing WWE Champions. Phil loves gotcha. He loves slot machines. Phil is obsessed with money. His streams are all about money.
Mm-hmm.
When you truly boil it down, the role that Phil was born to play is the role of Bossman Jack, the degenerate Gamba streamer that loses it all. And it's really just cutting out the middleman, where it's like, instead of the dents giving Phil thousands of dollars to blow on Sweaty Men JPEG gotcha game, instead, a casino will give Phil thousands of dollars to blow on real slot machines, and then he can lose it in real time in front of everybody, and we can all get excited. But then there'll be times when Phil will win big jackpots, and then he's winning, and the detractors are felted and they're seething.
It's a very
Phil just made
bipolar arc.
$50,000.
It's the bipolar arc.
In 2 minutes. But then the comeuppance comes when he then loses it all. But then he'll start begging for fucking juicers after he loses everything. And then Phil will get in debt to the people loaning him the money. And then there'll be people like, hey, Phil, where's my fucking money? In his Discord. And be like, man, no, don't worry, dude. I'm going to get you that fucking money. And I'm fucking praying. I was so happy when I saw this. I'm like,
No,
oh my God, all my dreams are coming true. I text Josh Moon right away. I'm like, it's fucking happening, Josh. Our dreams are coming true. We're getting
You
the Phil
texted
gambling
me.
arc. We always, when I
You texted me immediately. I'm like, no fucking way.
I'm like, fuck yeah, buddy. Unfortunately, all of my hopes and dreams and desires for Phil came to a crashing, screeching halt when we learned that stake is illegal in the nanny state, libtard state of Washington.
He deleted the tweet.
These bastards.
He deleted the tweet immediately, by the way.
So until the nanny state liberals in Washington state decide to legalize online gambling, unfortunately, it'll always stay a pipe dream fantasy. But speaking of pipe dream fantasies, we are through the fucking looking glass. We are witnessing Welcome Home. We are witnessing DSP abolishing begging, abolishing the goals, and being a happy, positive, interactive video game streamer who's a success. If you can believe it.
You know what's
It's
funny
happened.
here? Right there. Save Us GTA 6 in his chat, in his kick chat says, Asmon's show is 5% gaming. If you want to retain these viewers, you will have to stop gaming and talk about what's popular. It's just a fact, Phil. And that is the truth. However, Phil can only talk about himself and detractors.
That is the actual problem. If DSP was actually just willing to talk about things that other people were interested in,
Mhm.
he might actually get an audience. But he's only willing to talk about himself and the things that surround him.
Yeah.
So
He would
it's
never
felt-
scroll Twitter and go, oh, everyone's talking about this subject, you know, like, oh, Jack Doherty arrested or something like that. No, it's just.
Phil seems to be, and I said this earlier, Phil seems to be under the impression that our content and Asmongold's content is radically different. It's not. We basically both do the exact same thing. It's just we're a lot more obnoxious than Asmongold, and he's a lot more laid back and chill. So we're over the top and screaming and this and that. Asmond is more, let's see what's going on here, guys. And he's more casual and flipping through Twitter, whereas we plan out the segments and we're like, okay, this, now this, then this. So, but at the end of the day, we basically still cover very similar things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where we'll talk about Hassan, we'll talk about iDubbbz, we'll talk about some politics sometimes. We'll talk about Jack Doherty getting arrested. Well, now, of course, we also talk about like Ralph and more niche topics, right? But there genuinely isn't
people. Grace
They're
Thorpe.
genuinely, Grace Thorpe and shit. Like, that's obviously not on Asmongold's radar. But the idea that Asmongold is an exclusive gaming streamer or that his content in any way resembles Phil's is a fantasy.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. You know, Asmongold, for the most part, was a World of Warcraft streamer coming up. Phil's never played World of Warcraft, has no idea about any of that fucking shit. I don't know what to tell Phil. He seems to think it'll be radically different and that the Asmongold people coming in aren't going to want to be entertained. They're not going to want him to give his takes on things that happen in the world or expand his horizons, and that they'll just be happy listening to a children's entertainer / entertainer for the disabled pre-streaming about the schedule and the detractors and playing fucking Pokemon. They're not. So he's fucking delusional on that account. But
yeah, the minute, by the way, he's out all this like thousands of dollars, and then he started playing. He's like ranting about detractors and how he's the best and how this, and he didn't have a chance. And then smash cut to Pokemon. I'm like, Asmon people are already asleep, bro. They do not give a fuck. No one gives a fuck about Pokemon. Even Pokemon fans hate the new Pokemon. It stinks. It's fucking for kids, first of all, and secondly, even if it's not for kids, or even if you are a kid, it's boring and it stinks. Hey guys, watch me catch some Pokemon. Oh,
welcome home.
Fucking God, the fucking welcome.
like the way, bring it back again. The pause, like he realized, by the way, he said this exact same thing after our interview with him last year, which it's like our people were never over there, Phil, and neither were Asmongold. Like, this is such a weird thing to say. In his mind, he actually genuinely believes that all of his old followers who genuinely liked him from 10, 15 years ago saw the Asmongold interview and their eyes were opened like Saul on the road to Damascus, and the scales fell from their eyes, and now they see him as the God King that he always was,
Yeah.
because Asmongold anointed him as such, which is not what happened in any way. But that's what he's trying to establish as his narrative, which is wild.
By the way,
Which is wild.
do you know who gets like thousands of dollars after like a big famous person interviews them? Everyone in the world. Everyone in the world who's interviewed by a big person gets a fucking boost
Or
for a
even
couple
if
weeks.
they're mentioned. So, for instance, iDubbbz negatively went after us. We made thousands.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
instantly, like for
When
like a
you
week
have
or two.
somebody, when you have somebody who's way, way bigger than you putting attention upon you, your metrics are gonna go up
Yeah.
naturally. Will they always stay that way? But let's watch this one more time. Phil saying welcome home. Watch this pause in between when he says welcome and home, where he knows what he's saying is cringe, and he knows what he's saying is he's been here before. And this is a literal retread of what happened last year.
Oh, wait, I was wrong, by the way. Cog is the answer. The only person who's never made money when people mention him is Cog. Good one.
Welcome home
He really
to those of you
second-guessed
who
that.
are down for
Really?
gaming content.
He looks like nervous though, eh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at him. He looks like a fucking Muppet
That's
here.
what I'm saying. He's really questioning all of this. He's like, am I really about to go on here and tell everybody that I'm a king now and everybody likes me and do the exact same thing I did last year? And he's like, yes, I guess I am going to do that. And
Look
I'm
at
gonna,
that head.
he's a fucking Muppet. Like, he looks like a human Muppet. As a Muppet of a man. Am I a man or am I a Muppet?
And welcome home to those of you who have been
Muppet?
gone for a while and maybe
Really, man,
were
you Muppet.
swayed by what everyone said, and now you're coming back.
Saying,
That's not what
saying
happened.
welcome home is so fucking queer, dude.
Like, this idea that everybody was then persuaded to come back. This didn't fucking happen. These are people that have never watched you, that are Asmongold fans, that didn't suddenly get brainwashed into believing that you were Jesus Christ walking on the water or all of the narratives against you were wrong. They just pity you. They heard a sob story about how you were canceled by the woke mob and Dan Clancy at Twitch. And they're like, what it really was is the people had an expectation that Phil was such a raging jerk off douchebag that he couldn't possibly go 2 hours without crashing out and being a complete fucking asshole. Because Phil was able to contain himself and pretend to be a quasi decent human being for 2 hours, people's expectations were so low that they were like expecting fucking
Meltdown.
Mao Zedong, Joseph Stalin, Adolf Hitler. They were expecting the most evil man who ever lived, and they got like a sniveling little coward who cried that he was the victim and threw a big pity party for himself. And they had their favorite streamer affirm that, yes, in fact, this guy is a poor bum who needs help and he's in shambles. And so they came over and threw some money at this guy because, as far as they understand it, Dan Clancy and Hassan Piker took this guy's livelihood from him. That's genuinely what these people think.
Oh shit.
Because I haven't gone anywhere. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's the resurgence, it's the redemption arc, it's the second coming. No, I never went anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't disappear. I didn't leave and come back. I've been here the whole time, grinding away.
Yes.
68,000 videos. I've
What the
tried my
fuck?
best, claw,
Yes,
tooth
he's
and nail, to stay afloat.
68,000 videos, and not one of them is good.
And he has no what? He has no money
The
saved.
the amount of server space that's taken up on YouTube. By the way, that's just on DSP Gaming. That's not counting
Oh
DSP
my.
Reacts. That's not counting KO Gaming. That's not counting all the other channels that he's had throughout all the years. This guy's probably made 100,000 or more YouTube videos.
To stay pertinent, to stay relevant, despite an entire internet that wanted to say that I was a scumbag. And I did my
Well, you are a
best. At least
scumbag.
I know that I made mistakes along the way.
What
You know,
I've
I'm not.
tried to encourage Phil to do is to just embrace who he is. He is a scumbag. He is a horrible, evil, dastardly heel motherfucker. And basically, my idea for Phil is where it's like, okay, Phil's winning, he's making his money, but then we come up with some way for Phil to have a comeuppance and get felted, and then everybody's happy because the pro wrestling heel lost. That's what makes sense to me for Phil. Phil trying to be anything other than what he is a fool's errand. It's never going to work. And so this whole arc is doomed from the beginning because it's Phil trying to get people to accept him for a false persona that he can't possibly maintain.
Perfect. I know that I definitely did things that were bad and or could be seen as, oh, he went too far this way and he made this mistake and he was irresponsible here and whatever. I'm a flawed human and I'm trying to learn. And I feel like today in 2025, I am a much better creator and a much better person than I have been, especially back in the old days when I used to make content and I was very irreverent and didn't care who I offended and stuff like that. Today, I just want to have fun with an audience and enjoy games together.
What's crazy to me is it's like being irreverent, not caring who you offend, and actually being your authentic self and giving your true opinions on things. Even if your opinions are fucking stupid and you're an ignorant numbnuts like Philip, to me is more appealing than somebody who is this fake, castrated, hollowed out husk of a fucking empty suit that Phil is at this point. And what I was trying to do last year was be like, is there anything left of you as a human being? Is there any red blood oozing through your veins anymore? Or is it just a sad blue congealed slime? Ultimately, I found out there was nothing but a sad blue congealed slime pumping through the veins and heart of Darkside Phil. I asked this guy straight, like, if you could do anything, what would you want to do? And I tried to find something, anything that this guy was actually passionate about and interested in. Part of the idea for the pro wrestling podcast is like, well, this guy wastes so much fucking money on WWE video game. Surely he actually cares about wrestling and knows something about it and will have an interesting take and try. He just didn't give a fuck. Just phoned it in. I had to carry him every fucking week. It's like there's nothing you care about. There's nothing you're passionate about other than yourself.
You did it. How the fuck did you? Like,
And it's
I would
just
watch every now and then.
shameful.
He just like sit there and he's just like the most boring takes as you're just like trying. Phil, so what do you think? I don't know about that. And you're like, okay, well,
The guy admitted to me that video games aren't working, that he doesn't like. If you go back through these DMs, like he tries to pretend as though like I was forcing him to. He's like, I have to pivot from this. And he was even saying that before our arc. Like, what am I going to be 65 years old and doing this?
yes.
You have to find something else to do, some other way. And it's like, okay, let's see your politics, Phil. And I'm going to be real. It's fucking brain dead easy to be a political grifter.
Yeah.
It's not that fucking hard. Dunk on SJWs. Talk about how the latest Disney film fucking sucks. Just go look at the channels that are doing it and fucking copy them. He couldn't figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, and it's like, listen, you have no authentic opinions. You have no authentic views, and you don't even understand what's going on to be able to even mimic what other people are fucking doing. Is how fucking worthless this guy is. It's just unbelievable.
I don't want to, I don't want to poke a
And that's
hornet's
why, by
nest.
the
I don't want to
way,
cause.
what the person said in the chat there, it's so true where Like, this is how you keep these viewers. Find what's popular, talk about it. No, straight to Pokemon. And by the way, he's not even an interesting game streamer. Not funny. He's not charismatic. He's just when the mask slips, when he's playing Tormented Souls too, it's just fucking hilarious. Where he
Well, he's not a real fan of any of these franchises, is he?
no, not at all. In fact, he
never-
just complains. He finds no joy in any of it. It's just pathetic.
Problems. I just want to chill. That's where I am in my life. I'm 43 years old. I'm happily married. I have a great home, a awesome cat.
Wow.
I'm doing well for myself on my streams. Now, could it be possible that now people are going to come back and be like, holy shit, he's
They're
been
not
here the whole
coming
time.
back.
This is what he actually
They're
is.
new
It's not what people say.
Buddy, there's no one coming back. And by the way,
Oh my
these new people
God.
are gonna be like this. Oh yeah, he's playing games. He's happy. You know, people are. They feel bad. They go, oh, people are shitting on him all the time. He doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, I'll throw him $50. Here you go.
It really is scary to me also. Our entire playbook, all of our talking points from last year, because there is a case to be made on the surface level, as I was saying earlier, as to why, oh, well, Phil's overhated. There are child molesters out there and rapists and murderers and this and that. And this guy's getting just as much hate as like fucking actual pedophiles and shit. And it's like, all he really does is ask for money, which pretty much every live streamer does. And well, he played a mobile game. Well, it's his fucking money. But when you really get down to the brass tacks of it, it's a lot more than that. But these Asmongold people that come in, they're saying the exact same shit that we did last year.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it's straight up a retread of exactly what happened.
The writer's room is getting lazy.
But the problem is it's actually delivered with a lot less, I don't know, like it was always with a wink and a nod because it's a troll argument. And deep down, we still knew that, like, well, Phil is kind of fucked. But it's like, let's just see how many people we can piss off with this contrarian take. Because up until that point, I don't really know of any streamer who had ever truly gone to bat for Phil and been like, let's argue the Phil case.
Reinvented that.
And I like being devil's advocate and trying to argue a case that no one else can fucking argue. And, watching them do their like, it's like just like a watered down junk version of it. I'm like, oh my God, it's brutal, buddy. It's brutal, buddy.
And we're all going to have a good time together. I mean, that's amazing if that's what's happening. Okay, seriously. If that's what's going on, I'm down for it. I've been waiting a long time for people to kind of come around. So if that's what this is, then amazing, right? You want to know why? Because I don't care. These people who talk shit about me constantly on the internet, right?
Come
Who
on,
cares?
man. It's the
I
biggest
said this
lie of all time.
Cares
You do care.
more than anything.
The thing is, even here, how long are we in here?
We are at 2 minutes
2
out
minutes.
of 420.
So 2 minutes from welcome home, he's already mentioning the detractors and the people who don't like him. If you didn't care, it would have been hours before you said anything. And you would have been like, see, guys, look at how positive everything is. Those guys who don't like me, they must be seething right now. And then just move on and continue your stream. But within 2 minutes, you're like, I don't even care. The fact that you're bringing it up this early into your redemption and victory shows that you do care. And ultimately, all of this is about your battle with them. And like the stuff with Asmongold and all that it matters to Phil is that he can prove the detractors wrong and that he can win the Snortex battle. That's all that really matters to this guy. And it's fucking twisted.
Recently, I said, you understand that once I'm off the internet, I walk out of this door. I have a wife. I have a great life that has nothing to do with anything I'm doing on the internet. And by the way, my credit card, not my credit card, I should say, my bank card still clears everywhere I go. It's not like,
he is admitting that he's on credit cards again now and getting himself into debt. But this is how low the bar is for Phil. That he believes that he's able to spend money is a victory. Everyone is able to spend money, Phil. This is not a victory. Everyone, when they go outside of their streaming room, has a life outside of the internet. Okay. And just because you have a wife waiting on the other side of the door doesn't necessarily mean that your life is happy, bro. There's a lot of the most miserable people in the world are fucking married. They're trapped in loveless, toxic, shitty marriages. And from all the signs of how you talk about your marriage, how we've seen you interact with your wife on stream, how you manage the finances of your household and her wants and desires, we're able to ascertain that your marriage most likely is fucking shit, bro.
It's sad,
So
depressing. They sit there, small talk. There's no. Do you think they fuck?
I
Imagine
mean,
Phil
it's real, like
fucking.
the dented zone is exactly how I envision it.
Yeah.
And I think how most people envision how his life is.
Yes.
The only reason he's with Catherine, okay, is in order to try and prove to people that he's a mature and responsible adult, for one, that's most important to him. And two, so that he can have a mom, somebody who cooks his meals, somebody who does his laundry, somebody who takes care of the house, because he is ultimately a boy who never grew up and learned how to manage his own fucking life. That is why it continues. And the only reason Kat stays is because she's depressed, has no self-esteem, has completely given up on life, and she has a comfortable setting where she just fucking eats food all day and plays Skyrim. That's it.
People make fun of me on the internet. I can't go buy food for my family. I can't have a good time. My life is good. So I'm living the dream.
I mean,
Who
the
cares
bar
about the
there
harassment
is
I get
he's
online?
living the
You know what I'm
dream
saying?
because he's able to buy
He
food.
could buy a monitor now, so he's like
Like,
he won.
What he just told us is he can buy food, so he's living the dream. Like, that's actually verbatim what he just said.
Now he's
certain
winning, so he could
At
buy
a
the
certain
monitor.
point, Phil, you actually have to listen to the things that you're saying, bro. Like, listen to yourself. This is
Ash,
unhinged.
He bought a desk. You're felted. He bought a desk. We're felted.
But pretty much everyone can buy a fucking desk.
Yes.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, nearly every adult that has a job is able to go get a bunch of fucking credit cards and go into a bunch of debt for a bunch of useless consumerist shit, just like Phil did this week. And I'll tell you this, none of that stuff really makes you happy. You know, you'll think, oh, when I get this or I'll get that, I'll finally be happy, but it never fills that void. It just doesn't. What actually fills that void is having a meaning to your life, having either some sort of a religious or spiritual meaning to your life, or at least having like friends and a family, your other interactions with human beings in life, making great memories. That's what actually gives meaning to life. And Phil doesn't have any of that. So he compensates with material possessions to try and show to everybody how successful he really is. What's funny is if you go back and Tax Headroom on Twitter pulled this up, Phil talking about Black Friday and how materialism is bad and people shouldn't go out and waste all of this money on Black Friday and be mindless consumers. And he has become everything he hated in that rant.
Yes.
He has become that mindless consumer who's only validated by the things that he owns and not the things that he actually does. It's sad.
I think it's fucking amazing.
And like, I just don't give a crap about that stuff. It's not a big deal
You
to
do.
me.
It's the
I just
only thing
ignore
you
it.
care
But
about.
the day.
You don't ignore.
Today is day one.
How can he say that he ignores it when he just talked about it in the last sentence?
Yeah.
But now
He
Phil's here
mentions
saying,
us, and he mentions everyone. He mentions fucking Raw Phil stealing the content.
this is the
Mentions
thing.
everything.
Phil here now says it's day one. If it was truly day one, you wouldn't have just talked about the detractors there. If it's truly day one, if it's truly a fresh start, you wouldn't have went on the unhinged rants against us, against all the detractors during that day. If it was day one and you wanted to wipe the slate clean, you wouldn't act the way that you're acting. For Phil, it will never be day one because Phil is so obsessed with himself and his own history. He will never be able to let it go because he's a delusional narcissist who clings to it.
Oh yeah.
He needs to let it go. He needs to be, okay, this is a fresh start. I'm going to do all that. But the thing is, in order for Phil, in all sincerity, to actually have a day one, to have a fresh start, he would need to radically alter his life. He would need to go to a completely new environment. He would need to have a completely new job in a new city with a new friend group, he has to completely change. He has to get out of this office. He has to get out of Renton. He needs to get rid of Kat. And he needs to go fucking find a new way to live. And then it could be day one. But when you're basically doing the exact same thing as you were doing yesterday, except you just got some extra money from some guy on the internet named Zachary, Mr. Gold, it's not day one.
Mr.
Nothing
Gold.
has changed. It's the exact same shit.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
It is. Today is day one of what happens after that day, right? Here's what's happened in the last 24 hours, okay?
You gained a new
DSPGaming
perspective on life.
has gained over 6,000 subscribers.
And now he's down back to 200, 300
But
viewers
here's the
live.
thing,
It doesn't
Philip.
matter. It doesn't matter.
You already had 220,000 subscribers, and you only get like a couple hundred viewers.
Buddy.
It just doesn't matter. The subscriber number doesn't matter, Phil. It
No.
doesn't matter.
It literally does not fucking matter.
In less than 24 hours. But the last video that wasn't gameplay, which was the daily wrap, where I basically recapped the day to everyone and said, hey, this is the video to check out every day if you want to see what I'm up
gonna
to.
be real too. If a guy with 1 million subs interviews you and he loves you,
Yeah.
and you get only 6,000 subs, that's so fucking mid.
Well, I want to point out, by the way, like Phil is acting, by the way, as though Asmongold gave a full-throated endorsement and asked people to subscribe to Phil, asked people to give Phil money. That's not what happened at all. Asmongold simply allowed Phil to talk about video games for 30 minutes after about an hour and a half of like mocking Phil and clowning him.
Bro, if
Straight up.
Aslan interviewed us and then we only got 6,000 subs, I'd go, what? We suck. Like did we suck on the interview? Like what happened? Did we fucking
I don't know.
I would be confused. I'd be like, what the fuck?
3,800 views. Do you know how many views that video usually gets? 300.
Okay.
So
So
I got
we're
about
at the point where Phil is flexing getting 3,800 views on a video. Like, Philip. And then you're talking about how you normally get 300 views a video.
Wait, when did this happen?
It's a self-felt alert.
When
It
was,
really is.
When was the interview, bro? Okay,
It was a week ago.
4 days ago was 6K views, okay? Then the next video, 600 views, 647 views. Then 4 days ago, okay, 2.6K. Then 933 views, 1.4K, 438 views, 670, 2.5K, 1.2, 1K, 666, 859.
But when you figure the
428.
6,000 subscribers that he gained would actually be watching the videos, like no percentage of them is really watching videos.
Bro, he'll occasionally have one that's like 2,000 views and 800.
So, by the way, we have Hulk here who goes, Asmon will eventually get just as vindictive and Phil will rewrite history just like with you guys. Well, I don't know if Asmongold is going to go after Phil in an aggressive way like we did. He might eventually get annoyed with Phil begging him and tell him to fuck off, or he might just ignore him completely. But either way, what will happen is Phil will rewrite history, like you said, and then he'll blame Asmongold for not doing enough for him. Like, that's what will happen because he believes that he's entitled to Sir Gold worshiping him and propping him up for the rest of his life. That's what he believes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insane, bro.
10 times more views on the video than I typically would get. I received thousands upon thousands of likes across the channel. Just the daily rap got
We're talking about likes.
800 likes. But the problem is, the entire internet turned me into a meme. Therefore,
No,
if
You
no one
still are a meme, bro.
You are a meme.
You still are.
Philip, you turned yourself into it. Do you think that this happened by accident? He acts as though all of this just happened to him.
Yeah.
As though he wasn't the primary driving force behind all of it. It's the way that he's reacted to all of this and the feedback loop that he creates every single day with the detractors that causes this. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
actually give me a chance to be seen in a positive or even neutral light, how could anyone ever like what I do? Yesterday,
what sort of a
Asmongold
take
gave
is
me-
that? What sort of a take is that? That's fucking retarded.
What did he say? I'm like losing it right now.
He said, no, it's okay. He said, unless somebody gives me a chance and portrays me in a positive or neutral light on a big platform, no one will ever like my content. Shouldn't people just who tune in just naturally like your content?
And that was my point.
Because you're
With someone
good? Like-
promoting him and him not retaining any viewers. He's Phil. He will always be
Here's
Phil.
the thing. There's all sorts of negative things out there about me and Andy, things that we've done in the past or whatever. But the thing is, when people come to our show, they like the show.
Yeah.
And so they stay for the show. And because they like and are entertained by the show, they're willing to overlook past transgressions and fucked up things. But when people go to Phil's stream and it fucking sucks, nobody's gonna fucking overlook anything. And because the guy lashes out and fucking sees and loses his mind and gives an incredible reaction, every single fucking time people bring it up, it's just gonna keep happening. He's fucking brain dead.
that chance. So big ups to him. I don't know what
But
happened.
he's
I don't
saying
know
is
if he had a
that
vision.
somebody else has to blow smoke up Phil's ass and tell other people to like him in order for people to like him.
Yeah.
That's not how any other streamer ever needs to get support. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
In his sleep that he should do this. I don't know if I don't know, an angel came down for the holiday season and said, hey, have DSP as an interview because he doesn't do interviews.
Like,
I don't know what it was. I don't know what
Is
happened.
Phil
but
really
man,
calling this like divine intervention and thinking that God and the angel? And maybe it is. Maybe God is out there and is like, listen, maybe I'm going to give Phil one more chance to figure it out. You know? And he's like, and, you know, Jesus is coming for God. Let's give Phil another chance, Father. And God's like, Jesus, like, how many times has Phil failed us and just been an irredeemable scum? It's like, let's give him another chance, you know? And then Phil just throws it away and wipes his ass with it. I told you, Jesus. He said, well, let's give him another chance.
I think if this is God doing this, it's to watch the fall as well. God's
God just
definitely
laughed.
A-logging Phil.
God
Let's give him
just
false hope,
laughs.
false hope.
Yeah.
Let's go.
whatever happened, holy shit. And now all this is happening. It's amazing, right?
Okay.
Oh.
So now this is where he finally abolishes begging, abolishes the goal. And this is like straight up through the looking glass. Like, we are in Wonderland, Alice. Like, holy fuck, what's
Okay.
going on? But watch the way that he does this, right?
I have a $150 goal per stream. I'd like to hit that goal every single day. But if I turn on the
Right.
stream and I talk to you guys for 50 minutes and I make $149, then it's kind of an arbitrary thing, don't you think? Like,
Okay, so
it doesn't
Phil's
really
whole
matter that
point
much.
is, as long as you guys give me $150 every time, then I don't have to ask for. There is no need to beg if you just give it to me. But then the moment you don't give it to me, of course, I'm going to beg again and bring back the goals.
But that is a goal. There's
Yes.
no arbitrary. You
But
literally
it's
said
just funny,
150.
as A22G is bringing up in chat, we've always told him the goal is arbitrary. It's funny, he would fight back against it's arbitrary, but now the moment that he thinks he admits that it's arbitrary.
Yeah.
So it's like he is able to see reality, but he just fights against it so hard. It's crazy.
I think he's just straight up lying. I think
Oh, yeah.
there is the goal. The 150 is the goal because the next day he goes, I'm going to celebrate at 150 regardless, even though
Yes.
there is no goal. But in his mind, there is the green, what is it called? The greed goblin.
The greed
We
goblin.
need the 150, Philip. We
Beg for them, Philip.
Beg.
Get more. But isn't $100 enough? No, you need the extra. Isn't $140 enough? No, you need the extra $10. Sell your dignity in the gutter to get the $10, Phil. Who knows? If you ask for it, you might get 100 more.
Exactly. And like,
Then once he gets it, you need 2 goals now, Philip. We're in prime position. Please, I don't want to have to ask. You'll ask for the 2 goals.
what happens the
Dr.
one
Bagel,
day?
Mr. Cry.
What happens the one day where he's about to end the stream, but he's at $140? What happens then?
He's not gonna just turn it off. even if he had made $900 the last 5 days or 5-6 streams. Like, I'm not gonna it's like, and this is the thing is he just can't see the long term. He always sells out the long term for short term gain. And that's why he's in the position he's in, even at his advanced age.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think that life would have finally taught him lessons by now, but he just refuses to learn.
To hit 150, if people are going to support like this, then I don't really need that, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because yesterday, one of the major things, one of the big contentions that Asmongold had with me is that you ask too much for money. You're e-begging too much. What if I don't have to ask because people are being forthcoming with contributions? Then I literally never have to say, hey, give me money.
This is
You get
insane.
it? That's what I'm saying.
If
Like,
just give it to me without me asking, then I won't even have to ask. Get it?
You know, like,
It's
why
the
would I
exact
ask
same
if
shit.
the money was there? You know? It's like,
It's just-
yeah,
and
I
then it's
know.
like he wants everybody to pat him on the back for this, but let's see you put your money where your mouth is when the chips are down and it's a slow stream. Will you just accept it, or will you freak the fuck out and lose your mind?
the point I made, and this is a very pertinent point. What was happening was I had a very isolated audience, meaning
What?
it was longtime viewers who like me and support me no matter what. They've been through thick and thin with me. And then I had casual viewers who would come by every once in a while to join me for certain playthroughs and the like. If I didn't ask for contributions, I wouldn't get them. Like, if
You
on a
see
typical
his views, by the way, 434. It has up to like 600. The moment he stops talking about this and starts gaming, pew, like a
But,
cartoon. Pew.
I gotta ask though, doesn't everybody's audience consist of like longtime viewers and people who happen to stumble upon like this? Like it's like an isolated audience. Like, what makes him so different? Like, I don't know.
day, like there was a day I said I did a test. On a day, I just said, I'm not going to ask for contributions. And in the entire day of streaming, first and second stream, I made $30.
Okay. I don't know, man. You did it for one day.
Congrats.
And you were intentionally as boring, dead air, and miserable as possible. And I know what happened. It's because your rabbit died. You told me that your rabbit died and you were crying about your fucking rabbit. And then that's why you did that stream where you didn't beg and shit. And then you talked about it as like a social experiment after. It was bizarre.
Give me money. I don't need to ask for money. It's a DSP quote. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
The whole day, 8+ hours of streaming. Obviously, that's not even a living wage. You know what I'm saying? On a day when typically I
Well,
ask and I remind
But
people.
the idea that it has to be like it's your responsibility and he's entitled to a living wage for playing video games, like it's not really how life works, man. Like, what you're actually entitled to is the value that you truly generate for people. And if you have to keep constantly reminding people over and over and over again about the alleged value that you're generating in order to receive income, it's a bit fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, this is insane, Phil.
Yeah, it's a me and him. Yeah, that's where Beg's Bunny comes from.
People that I have ways to contribute, and we have goals, and we're rallying to hit the goals, and we're doing celebrations for when I hit the goals and the like. I almost always hit my goal. Almost, not every time, but almost always. So it's kind of like cause and effect. And the thing is, the people who actually like the content
Well, and one thing
come here to
too,
chill.
as Pepino goes, there was a single day I didn't beg for money. I made $30. There's been many days where Phil did beg and only made $30.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like a regular day for Phil. You know, he could have tried it for more days and seen it. Asmon called him out on that in the interview and was like, it's a pretty small sample size, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I could have implemented last year, and I'm sure Phil would have done it. We could have abolished begging, and we could have abolished the goal back then. But ultimately, like, I think it's funnier when Phil's fucking begging because that's just him. You know, like I don't know. This like the new non-begging version of Phil, this fake, fraudulent version of Phil is far less funny and entertaining. But the entertainment comes in a different way, which is watching him try and keep up this facade and then watching the cracks start to appear in it and the mask slip.
When the mask slips, the chat in Raw Phil just fucking explodes. It's so funny.
Offended that I ask for contributions. They're not, because if they were, they would tell me and they would leave. Okay? But the thing is, people clip that and throw it on the internet and say, look at this e-beggar. He's a horrible person. Everyone hates him. But they don't. The people who are here like the content and don't mind me asking.
They don't.
People weren't upset that when I played Pokemon, that for a $20 contribution, you could name a Pokemon permanently in my playthrough and see that Pokemon.
A handful, maybe a half dozen. And honestly, since our arc with Phil, the number is lower and lower. Like the genuine amount of dents who really like Phil and are mentally disabled, like they're an endangered species. The days of Phil getting the big money buff on the first of the month from the disability checks, they're in the past. Those people have moved on because Phil became too toxic and too fucked up last year. The people who remain are the LARPers, the people who pretend that they like Phil in order to gaslight him and pretend that they're and puppeteer him and run his fucking show, and like the weens who are poo touching with their donos and believe that they have a master plan to control Phil or make him sweat. Those are the people who actually donate. Like the whales are not people who genuinely love Phil. There might be like one mega whale that's like that then uses sock puppet accounts, but the vast majority of donators are not what Phil is claiming at all. Well, we got It's a Me Him for 10 subs.
Let's go. Big support.
Pokemon in my party the entire stream. They liked that idea. They said that's a cool way to interact with you as a streamer. And whenever people watch that playthrough back on your channel from now until whenever YouTube gets deleted, that Pokemon will be there and that you were a part of that. You were part of an interactive playthrough with a streamer. How cool is that?
It's not.
No one was pissed.
It's gay.
No one was screaming with anger that I did that.
Phil thinks that that's actually like a thing that you can only get from DSP. When there are, in fact, millions of live streamers on the earth now.
There's too many.
There's way too many now who all, for the most part, offer a better experience than Phil.
Yeah.
But because Phil has been around for forever and he has a dedicated detractor community, Phil persists until this day. It's a symbiotic relationship between the detractors and Phil. One can't exist without the other. The log can't exist without the flame. Like, they need each other to continue on. And Phil doesn't want to accept that, but that's the actual reality is once the detractor community goes, Phil's fucked and he's going to have to get a job.
But that's how...
I'm going to tell you this right now, Ashton, and chat. The detractor community is never going to go. The detractors will be
Well,
there
Phil's
as long
Phil's
as Phil
never gonna go.
lives.
Well, that's the thing. This is never gonna end. And it shouldn't end. Really, this has to continue.
This is the
We
next
have
20
to
years.
see, like,
dude.
we have to see 80-year-old Phil out there. I mean, I'll probably be dead, but 80-year-old Phil, please, I have arthritis and my hands are cramping. Oh, Cammy's beating me again. Like,
Also, that's Sunday. We're not doing a show Sunday. No, tomorrow I got editing to do for the movie
we're
for
not
Friday.
gonna watch The Boldly Flee tomorrow.
I got the movie to edit, bud.
We're not gonna watch
That movie's
To
not gonna
Boldly
get done by
Flee.
itself.
The 9 hour To Boldly Flee watch.
Or how about the new Doug movie?
So, me and Andy actually, while we were filming the movie, and it actually fucked up the schedule of the movie, we just decided to sit down after the shoot and watch To Boldly Flee in one
a
sitting.
four-hour movie.
We sat there and watched To Boldly Flee for 4 hours straight with no fucking breaks. It was, and we were watching all the Channel Awesome movies. Like every day after the shoot, we would watch like Cinema Snob movie.
That movie was sick.
Yeah,
I
it
like that
was.
movie.
Cinema
That movie was
Snob movie
Kino.
was fucking fire, buddy.
Yeah, no, editing
watching-
this movie
We
is
were
gonna be
watching
tough, dude.
Demo Reel. Demo Reel was impossible, bro.
Demo Reel?
Reel?
We made it 3 episodes and Croc turned it off, remember?
Croc had enough. We put on the final episode and it was better because it was finally over. But
And it was like
I
this,
don't know
like,
what was Doug thinking.
introspective, like, you know, the critic can't die. But To Boldly Flee, for the first 45 minutes was okay. I was like, all right, whatever. The last hour, I'm like, I'm like, how much time left? An hour. There were 7 climaxes to the fucking movie. 7. It just had 7 endings, and it would just continue.
Oh man.
Film brain in the movie when he's like in the Matrix. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
There was actually no need for Film Brain's arc at the end of the movie. Like, and then all the stuff with Zod and Turl or whatever was fucking. It was all such a fucking waste for nothing. And like Linkara in it, it's like, did this go anywhere?
Mecca,
Like,
I think he was like Mecca, and then he
was
rapes
Mecca
Lindsay.
Linkara. Yeah, the rape scene.
With
the
the
rape
drill.
scene was Kino, buddy.
He rapes her with a drill.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
My detractors portrayed it. Okay. But again, here's the thing. If people are going to support, then I don't have to ask.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
But if they don't
people are going to
support,
come and
then
check
who
out the
will have
content and
that?
watch in droves, and my ad revenue is going to go up behind the scenes because more people are watching.
No, the ad
people are gonna
revenue's
come to
not
the streams
gonna
and
go- No one's watching this crap, Phil. Oh man.
support the streams without me asking, then I don't have to ask.
Oh God.
It's kind of like the polar opposite of the situation I was in before. Do you want to know why I started asking for contributions on streams?
Oh, here we go.
Because the trolls
'Cause you were a
destroyed this
greedy
channel,
bum.
took it
No,
out of the
you
YouTube
destroyed-
algorithm, and I could.
You destroyed your channel, Phil, and you didn't adapt to the times. You kept doing the exact same thing that you were doing in 2009, in 2017, 2018, and it didn't work anymore. You didn't do anything to update your understanding of the meta, how to actually get your channel in the algorithm, and you destroyed your channel. Ultimately, you have to take responsibility. He pretends as though no one else has trolls or no one else has haters. It's the way that you react and engage with your haters, Phil, that led to this point. But by no means did they destroy anything. You destroyed it, Phil. It's your fault. Be a man.
Could no longer make enough ad revenue on my videos to make a living. I made a living on ad revenue alone all the way through early 2017. But then it fell off because the trolls had kicked this channel out of the algorithm. I didn't get views anymore when I played a hot new game. No one could find my channel.
The
So I had to-
detractors kicked it out of the algorithm. Or, Phil, could just be that Let's Play content, unedited Let's Play content, fell off. There was way more competition. The market got way oversaturated, And people got bored of that stuff. How many pure, unedited Let's Players are there out there? Seriously, to this day, that do it what Phil does, where
But
they
better.
just play. You know, like, come on, Phil. Come on, man.
Become an interactive streamer.
And by the way, with Phil, it's not even guaranteed he's gonna finish the game. Because he's not finished many games. Like,
And this is the thing is, there are guys that get their playthroughs up so fast and way better. Like, you
Boom, boom,
don't
boom,
need
boom,
to
boom.
go to Dark Side Phil to see what a game looks like anymore.
yeah.
There's no need for that. But back in the day, he was one of the only fucking options. And he pumped them out like fucking 12 parts a fucking day.
In order to make ends meet. I didn't want to be an interactive streamer. I didn't want to beg. They made me have to do
Stop
that
it.
to stay
No,
afloat.
they didn't make
And
you.
then after
They
You
didn't
made
make
me
you.
beg.
There are always other choices that you can make in life, man. Nobody can actually force you truly to do anything that you don't want to do. Okay? You had other options, Phil. Your parents were willing to bail you out on the 10-year plan and support your transition away from this fucking shit. You scammed your mother. You lied to your mother. You're a scumbag, dude. Like, nobody forced you to do this. You could have just got a fucking normal job and done this on the side and tried to rebuild it back or whatever the fuck. But you chose to do it the way you chose to do it, which was the absolute worst way that you possibly could do it. And you reap what you fucking sow, man. There's a reason no one likes you.
creating that situation through false copyright strikes and all of these problems, they then criticized me for doing the thing that I'm doing because they ruined my channel. So they are basically Dr. Frankenstein. They created a monster through their own actions.
This is crazy.
Then when the monster ran rampant, they were like, oh no, a monster, how horrible. But you made it.
Do you know
You're the
you know who
Well,
dealt with a monster? Your fans.
Yeah.
That's the
But also,
victims of the monster.
Dr. Frankenstein did exactly what the detractors are trying to do in this analogy and tried to destroy the monster. You know? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you chose to do this to yourself. You made yourself the monster, and this is him admitting he's a monster. This is how he truly views himself.
So wait, when he starts begging again, can we play this clip again and go, so you're a monster now?
Well, the thing is that anything that you present to Phil, that was past Phil. Right? So there is no past Phil. There is no future Phil. There is only the present Phil and what he's saying. Whatever present Phil is saying is the truth. And you can disregard anything that either past or future Phil said.
Fair
This
enough.
is the way that Phil perceives life, is kind of like the African conception of time, where there is no future, there is no past.
Yeah.
He has no idea what's even going on.
the one that made me have to do this. So if that's the one thing that everyone has problems with, wow, Phil asked for contributions too much, then
That's
we can
not
fix that.
even what people really
If you
have a
guys are going to
problem
show up and be awesome to me every day,
The
I
real
don't ever have to bring it
problem
up.
is that
And
you
if you think
suck. The real
it's toxic
problem is
that I
you're
bring
a
up
terrible
income, then I won't.
entertainer.
Because if I'm doing good, why do I care?
He's still as
Right? Why would I ever
annoying
say
when he's
it?
making money.
And I've
Oh
already
my
said,
God,
if ever
fucking help me.
I was to get to a situation where I don't even need stream income, I would turn it off or I would donate it all. Like, let's say I hit the lotto right now. I would
Listen
give
to
it all
this.
away. I would still
No,
stream.
you wouldn't.
Wait.
Phil
What?
is actually, this is the biggest lie that I've ever heard Phil say in his entire life. So Phil's saying if he won the lottery right now, millions and millions of dollars, he would give it all away to charity.
All the winnings?
Yes.
No, he wouldn't.
So- This is what he's saying.
What the
bro.
fuck?
What the fuck? It's so embarrassing, dude. It's such bullshit,
All right,
buddy.
then take the 3,000 you made, take 2,000 and give that to charity and keep the 1,000.
No, well, he did though, bro. He just can't tell us
Oh.
because then the
yeah.
detractors will ruin the charity.
Yeah.
Because I love streaming. Do we even want to have goals anymore?
You're the
And like I said,
streamer.
success can be fleeting.
Yeah.
So there
So-
it is. So he's already realizing, he's like, this isn't gonna last. Is it? It's like, look, this is gonna be fleeting. I'm gonna be back on my knees in the gutter in a fucking month. It's tough.
Because of that, let's say I abolish the goals,
Ballers.
but then within a month or
Abolish the
two,
goals by
everything falls
decree.
apart, tapers off, viewers are gone, income's gone. Do I bring them back? Or are people going to be like, you already got rid of them, you can't bring them back, right? So let's see what happens right now. I'm totally okay with abolishing the goals if people are going to support. I'm totally okay with not asking for support if people are going to do it anyway. Totally, 100%.
Okay,
But
so
then the
that's
thing
still a
is, we've
goal.
already got this whole thing. Every 10 goals hit, I do DSP tries it. Do we not do that? Do I just do DSP tries it every once in a while just for fun?
No more
I'm
more
okay with that.
rewards
Hey, like
for
once a
you,
week we do.
Dents.
No more rewards.
No more rewards.
Bye, Jade.
I'm doing away with your reward. But maybe when I feel like it, I'll eat fast food on camera so I can write it off on my taxes and you can pay me to eat.
Wow, I could
Get
Uber
it?
Eats right now and get some food and eat for you guys. You guys want that? No, you guys would be like, Andy, stop.
The thing
Do
is,
a once a
having
week
goals is not the issue. Like, it's just like so ridiculous. It's just not what the real problem is.
DSP tries it, we figure out what we want to do, and we just do it on a whim for fun, rather than it being based on hitting goals and support levels. I'm okay with that.
I don't know if you didn't.
I have 150.
Eminem Demon. Yes, he already spent all the money he made, and then some. Probably,
Yes.
honestly,
Yes.
he's been on a spending spree.
He didn't spend all the money he made this week, but he spent all of the excess money that he made this week.
Excess money, yes.
So normally Phil makes about $2,000 to $2,500 a week. This week he made somewhere between $5,500 and $6,000 this week.
Yeah.
He then spent $3,000 US on a bunch of fucking junk for his studio that he doesn't need, that he didn't even understand what it was. And his entire mentality on the chair, the monitor, the controller was the most expensive one, was the best. And he just got completely milked out of all of his fucking money. The thing is, though, also with this Asmongold situation, the Asmongold donators donated on YouTube, which takes a 30% cut. Whereas our guys would donate on Kick, which took a 5% cut. But what's even worse about the Asmongold people and them donating on YouTube is most of them donated on mobile. And what happens when you super chat on your mobile device is that YouTube takes a 50% cut to pay off Apple.
Shut the
and
fuck
the
up.
app stores.
What?
And then also,
What?
yes. And then also on top of that, the money that you get on YouTube, you don't get at the end of the week like you get on Kick. It gets locked away for 30 days. So Phil spent a bunch of money that he did not have, which he probably put this all on a Klarna or, you know, one of those pay later plans.
Interest.
And so all that money, when it does come in, has to be earmarked to pay off that shit. So Phil has to, when that money comes in, have the self-control to actually pay off the debt that he racked up this week, which he's probably not going to fucking do.
Oh my God, this might be a bigger disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've gotten this question. I'm getting the question now again. Okay.
50% for real? That's a fucking scam.
I didn't know that. I read that this fucking from the guy who tallies up Phil's weekly money.
Ooh.
I forget what his name is on Twitter. So I'm just going off his word on that, but that's what he said. So
Jesus.
I put my chats onto the screen when I do videos like this. Like
Oh,
some people are like,
God.
gameplay, it makes sense. Put the
nobody
chat over
cares.
gameplay, you're taking up the real.
So this is what's crazy is, so this is really where it all starts to fall apart in terms of Phil's facade of total positivity and everything like that. So he's announced it's day one. Welcome home. It's a new era. No begging, no gold. But now he's going to go on a big long rant about the detractors and how they ruin his chat and ruin his comment section and fixate on that. And the people who tune in from Asmongold, they don't want to hear about that. They want to hear about what's going on with Trump, what's going on with Hassan, what's going on with Twitch, what's going on in the what's a hot
Drama
topic,
and
what's
hot
the
topic.
drama
Yeah.
today. They don't care about your YouTube comment section from 12 years ago, Phil. In fact, no one cares about that other than you and the Philstorians. Okay? That's it. It's a small group.
Is he live tomorrow?
Yes.
The state of the game. But what about when you're doing a vlog like this right now? Why don't I put the chat on the screen? Okay, it's a legitimate
Because we're all like we're all you're FA, you know what I mean?
question. It really is, and I want to answer it for you. Because if I do that, it literally creates incentive for people to come in and do malicious things in the chat. I'll give you
NICE, nice stream.
an example so you understand what I mean and where I'm coming from.
Okay, like Phil,
Many
brother, here's the thing, man. All you had to do was say, he goes on this big long rant, but all he has to do is say the following. It gives incentive to trolls to bring more attention to themselves and put up compromising information, so that's why I don't do it. Next question. Instead, he goes into this long-winded diatribe talking about how his comment section was ruined by "this is how you don't play." I'm not kidding.
That's crazy.
This is demented stuff.
years ago on YouTube, I had completely open comments. And what I mean by that is absolutely anyone could come by and post anything on any video. It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be incredibly praising, it could be incredibly damning.
Wow,
I had an
how
open
generous
comments
of you,
policy.
sire.
I just
So,
wanted
by the way,
everyone.
similar to how Phil won't have goals or won't beg as long as he's getting money, Phil will have an open and free speech comment section as long as all the comments are positive and kissing his ass.
Yep.
But the moment there's pushback, he needs to ban everybody.
To be free to say and do whatever they wanted on the videos, because I felt, hey, let people know if they liked this playthrough, they hated this playthrough, if they liked this game, this review, or if they thought that there was something better. Let them have free speech. Let them have their say. Okay.
But then Phil
I
learned that
lasted a very
freedom's
long
bad.
time. But what ended up happening was around 2012, 2013 is when this big negative movement against me started on the internet.
But why?
And as people
But why,
started to
though?
make toxic videos about me,
Okay, are
They
they
actually-
toxic videos? So all they did was edit together your gameplay lowlights where you were failing and laugh at you. And then when people made comments pointing out your bad gameplay, they would be put up in the "this is how you don't play" to dunk on you. Okay? Is that really the most evil, toxic shit in the world? Like, this is the thing, is if Phil had just tolerated that was going to happen, instead of lashing out and being a fucking lunatic about it, that's as far as it would have went. But instead, he kept trying, no, I have to stop them. They're stealing my material. They're stealing my views. They're hurting my business. These people are evil, and ranting and crying about it. And as we're going to play, so I'm just going to spoil for you guys, on the premiere of the Christmas movie, afterwards, we're going to watch DSP's Christmas special from 2013, which is very illustrative of my point here, which is Phil highlighted every single one of his detractor channels in that video. He went and showed Evil AJ. He went and showed everybody who was making "this is how you don't" plays, and he promoted them and talked about them nonstop. And it's the same thing with Tevin, and the same thing with Duty, and the same he constantly crashes out, and the same thing with this. And then he promotes it, and his people go over there and see that. And so this is how eventually he began to have more people making fun of him than liking him. It's his own fault.
would start to fish for negative comments, okay, in the actual comments of the videos and put them in their videos. They thought it was funny to see someone out of all the comments there say something bad about me and put it in the video. Haha, look what Phil's viewers are saying about him. Since this took off, these kind of videos took off, what ended up happening was it became a competition. Who could say the most absolutely ludicrous, extreme, toxic, negative thing in my video comments?
It wasn't the most ludicrous. He's gonna use examples like they said Phil was a pedophile and this and that. No, they would make fun of your bad gaming, Phil. Like it.
I'm not kidding you when I say there was doxing of me and my
No, there
family members and others, like my moderators and
Okay,
stuff. There was
Phil, in the This Is How You Don't plays, they were posting the doxes of your moderators. Can you prove this?
This is bullshit.
This is like, listen, if this was the case, you could go and make a privacy complaint against the fucking video.
Exactly.
Like, I don't.
Privacy complaints fucking go like this.
I don't think any of this ever happened, to be honest.
Maybe one guy did it. I'm sure like one psychopath, but it's just one guy.
Yeah,
bro.
but I don't think like the prominent This Is How You Don't players, like The Outsider or Evil Age, I don't think they ever did that.
No. I've watched
At
a
all.
few of these. They never had doxes.
I've never seen that.
racial slurs. There was sexual
Sons of
content.
Kojima
So
might have,
basically
but
every
not-
nasty thing you could think of. The most
There
violent
was sexual content? What does he mean by that? Was there porn of Phil?
stuff that a human can say. People started saying it in my video comments just so they would get clipped and put into a highlight video of look what Phil's viewers say in his comments.
It's true.
Okay? So within, I say, about a 2-year period, my comments went from, wow, look at this open discussion, everyone's having a great time, to 99% toxic comments.
Toxic.
It actually
Well,
got
where did-
so bad.
Well, wait a minute. Where did all the positive fans go? It couldn't possibly be that you drove all of them away when you snaked your friends Howard and John and fucked them over and became a greedy psychopath. Could it be that? Could it be like all the various scams you ran and all the lies that you were caught in? It couldn't be that when anybody was slightly critical or slightly negative in any way, you fucking banned them.
By the
No.
way, I like
It
how
was
he's
that the
like,
detractors brainwashed his positive fans into stopping commenting.
I like how he's like, there was sexual content. Bro, you jacked off on camera. You're like, what do you like? Sexual content? You jacked off on camera. Shut the fuck up,
It's
retard.
like, listen, people are gonna. It's like when I showed my ass.
You know
Like
what I
people
mean?
are gonna bring that up.
Buddy.
I'm not gonna fucking cry about that. Like what the fuck?
Okay? My actual longtime viewers and fans begged me
Begged.
to close the comments on my videos,
What a
saying we
lie.
would much rather
The
just watch
biggest
the
lie of all time. This has never happened ever for any creator in the history of the world.
Turn
You
off
lying
your
fucking.
cameras.
Please
Comments,
turn off
rather.
your comments. We can't deal with the toxicity, master. Please, please. This never happened. It's an insane lie.
Oh.
No one ever went, please don't let us talk because other people ruined it. It never happened. Never happened.
Ever.
video with
And then,
no
by the way,
comment.
if this is the solution, by the way, why don't you just turn off your fucking chats then on live stream? You know?
He won't.
Because that's the solution.
Than to try to watch your content and then glance down and see this ridiculous toxic filth. Okay? And so I know that sounds weird. I turned off the comments for like 3-4 years. None of my videos had comments.
Wow.
And it was I stayed afloat. I want you to understand how crazy it was. I stayed afloat with no discussion on my content. No one could discuss the videos I put out because there were no comments. So, of course, going hand in hand with that,
So it turns this into
my
a
chat rooms,
positive
okay?
that you managed to somehow make enough money to survive while completely felting himself by turning off comments. Okay.
Based or not based? You decide.
As you can see right now, my chat rooms are moderated. They're not incredibly heavily moderated, but they
Stop
are
it.
moderated. The
Stop
reason
it. So Phil's
What a
chats
lie.
are
What a
some of
lie.
the most. In fact, they're probably the most heavily moderated chats on the entire
Ever.
fucking internet ever that have ever existed. Just for instance, the word snort is blocked in his
Kino.
chat on Kick. Kino blocked. PPP blocked. You know,
I'm pretty sure
Casino.
Andy's blocked too.
Yeah, like also
Name Andy.
IRS is blocked in his chat. You know, like Panda Lee, yeah, is blocked in his fucking chat. I think that nobody has banned more users on the internet than Phil. I think he's banned even more than Wings of Redemption.
Fat is blocked. The word
It's
fat.
unhinged.
Word
So
fat?
it's a me him brings up there are 8,000 banned kick users.
Yeah.
8,000 bans.
I don't
mean,
put the chat
it's wild.
Oh,
on the screen is very simple.
Phil,
If I do, that chat.
Phil, you should be happy today. Like
You
this is
already
your...
made your point. This is what I'm saying. This is the same day
This
as
is the
he's doing like
victory.
I made it, and he's in his James Bond villain sweater, smug and victorious.
And he's
He's
still
crashing
complaining.
out and crying
He's
and doing
complaining.
history lessons. Yes.
Chat will end up being 90% bots saying terrible things.
Bots.
Like no,
Bots?
We're all real.
They're not bots. Every single person making fun of you
It's real.
is real.
Bots.
Like, what is he talking about? In Phil's like twisted version of reality now, the
one
only
guy.
people making fun of him are Russian troll farms.
It's like 3 guys
It's
with
the
Russian
Hillary
troll
Clinton
farms.
cope. Yeah.
lie. Right now,
The
there's one
tractor
guy
bot,
that we
yeah.
have on the
Wow.
YouTube
The Bill Burr cope.
side of things. He makes something like 50 to 100 sock accounts a day.
Who?
He
By the way,
comes in there
So
nonstop.
notice, remember, Phil started this whole speech by going, hey, yeah, I don't do this because it would give my trolls attention. And then proceeds to give the troll who makes 50 to 100 sock accounts a day the exact attention and validation he wants,
Ding, 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 ding.
ensuring that guy will never stop.
Yeah.
Good job, Phil. Good job, Phil.
Spamming. And both my mods and myself try to moderate this guy. It's insane. Like, this guy has absolutely no life. He just does it nonstop. And of course, every single comment is ridiculously gross. Just gross, vile stuff. Okay?
Well, not really.
That's
Most
one
of the
guy.
Time, to be real, most of the time, the guy is just saying cat is fat.
Yeah.
Like, pretty sure that's like his big spam is just saying cat is fat, which she is.
Yeah. Gross.
You know?
Wait till wait till Friday. Wait till Friday, Phil.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
show you.
Yeah, we'll show you.
So now if I give incentive, wow, if I actually keep doing this, I'm going to show up in every Phil's video. Every time he does a vlog, every time that he does a podcast,
Okay.
he's going to have the chat. I could get all my sock accounts seen. All my hard work will finally be noticed and recognized by the public. I love it. That these people are nuts. I'm taking a
listen,
look here right now. It says YouTube chat rate of
You recognize and reward every single troll and detractor every single day.
Mm.
You know that, right? Like, he's actually demented. Like, he has no idea of what occurs on a daily basis at all.
9. YouTube measures a chat rate of like how fast things go. And I have a chat rate of 9.
The
That's
chat's
good.
not moving.
But
It's
if
not
you have an
good.
What
It's
is
not moving.
9? 9 comments a minute? Is that what he's talking about?
I feel like it's even less than that for Phil, but
Yeah.
like 9 a minute is not good. Like, I'm looking at this, Phil, right now as we're watching you, and it hasn't moved since you started talking.
And you're
So-
apparently famous now because of Asmongold, Mr. Gold.
By the way, here we have a guy saying, DSP, please keep it to talk about games. Think those who know we ain't bitching. We don't want to have it, but we get it. Trolls fucked you up. We are here, don't care.
you bigger.
You bigger.
So
Is that guy actually a 10?
retarded?
It's like
Yeah,
Jade
like,
Salt. I think so.
Dude, you good. Please don't.
active chat, it's more like 17 to 20.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
So yeah, like basically you just see these guys trying to screw with the chat.
He went, by the
Okay.
way, down from 600 viewers to 312 during that rant. Because Asmon's people are like, is this the stream?
Okay, so now we're going to go to our folder, The Cracks Are Forming. So here we see the mask really slipping, truly slipping for the first time. Here we have Phil back on the WWE Champions
There he
leaderboard.
is, down from the rafters, right there, number
Not
79.
not a surprise, but here we have this is Phil losing his mind. And
I
what's
died.
amazing,
I died.
Phil stops the recording to do this because he doesn't want any of the new Asmongold viewers to see on a replay what he's about to do. But what he's about to do proves that he's the exact same miserable, bitter bastard that he's always been, and that he's still seething. It's not day one. He's still holding his grudges, and he's still angry and mad. So let's have a look.
Oh, by the way, I have something that I need to publicly say right
Wait,
now.
wait,
Do you
because
need
hold on.
to?
The Asmon people are gonna watch him only live. They're not gonna watch the. No one watches the
Exactly.
fucking replay.
It's so stupid.
He's retarded.
actually, I saw a comment on a video, and
Mm.
I need to address it.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Uh-oh.
I'm actually going
to.
to pause the recording right now because it has nothing to do with the playthrough. I
Oh,
need to
there
say
it
this
is.
publicly right
He's
now and get it
pausing
off
the
my
recording.
chest.
But whether
and
if you
then
wanted
people-
to say it publicly, why wouldn't it be a part of the recording? It's because he knows he's actually ashamed of what negative toxicity is about to spew from his mouth. And so he doesn't want people to see it, which is bizarre because everybody's going to see it live and on the detractor channels. No one watches his gameplay parts of Tormented Souls. But
Okay.
Need to listen up because it's important. So, as
Listen
everyone
up.
knows, we have newcomers that are coming to the streams. They're hanging out, they're chilling, they're having a good time. I've gotten a couple different comments now stating that people are trying to watch on Kick and that the Kick audience over there is being maliciously negative, saying things like, "You're not supporting enough, you need to support more." And they're actually getting turned
Wait,
off, saying,
Is this after?
isn't that
is this,
positive?
Is this
Yes.
after the
This is
the
this is
Mr. Gold?
after this is after the Mr. Gold money buff and everything. And Phil is actually taking this seriously, as though Asmongold fans are actually telling him that the Kick chat is toxic and not LARPer trolls trying to get under his skin and cause him to crash out. It's wild. By the way, we got Kino Critic with a pack it up. He says, not even a real boost from the #1 streamer Asmongold. Thank you for psychologically breaking this ungrateful beggar bum for all of us detractors.
Like, this should be the best fucking
Our names shouldn't be coming out of his mouth.
ever.
The detractors shouldn't be coming out of his mouth. All he's doing is promoting us
Yeah.
to his new viewers.
You guys, have you heard of the Kino Casino? They watch us. They're like, oh, they're pretty funny. Oh, they're making great points. Oh, okay.
"You're not saying it, Phil, but these people are, and it's not a friendly environment. Therefore, I don't want to watch on Kick." No, you're not allowed to say that. And if you do, I'm about
Well,
to
they
ban
are.
your ass. And if you come back,
Oh my god!
I'm gonna ban your ass.
I thought he was
Well,
rich and famous.
You've already banned them all, Phil. 20 times over. They just make another account.
Bro.
with a sock account, I'm also going to ban your ass again until I ban you into fucking oblivion. It is not your
Okay.
place to say toxic things to newcomers. If people want to contribute, they can.
Okay, so now we all know how to get to
Okay.
him.
So banning everybody into oblivion hasn't worked for the last, I don't know, 15 years. Why do you think it's going to work now?
Yeah.
It's not.
Folks, now we all know how to get to him.
If I choose to ask for contributions on my own stream, that's my prerogative, not yours. If I see it, it's an instant ban. I'm done with you. Because you are toxic holdovers from two fucking dumbass mouth-drooling drama queen monkeys.
Whoa, that's us.
So that's
Yikes.
very toxic and very negative.
Wow.
And, he's stepping over us, guys, and this isn't right. That's very nasty of Phil. Whoa. But he's going to get even more toxic. He's lashing out and crashing out. Even with all the money in the world and all the fame and all the success sitting at the right hand of Mr. Gold. in paradise.
And we're just in the back of his mind walking around.
Angry bastard.
And we're still there. We have a penthouse suite in the fucking
Who don't add anything to this fucking planet, Kino Casino, and I don't
Let's go, shout outs.
want you
Whoa.
ruining an opportunity for newcomers to come find my content because you're pissed that I don't like them.
It has nothing to do with that.
We don't like you.
No,
like it's
listen,
it's,
Phil.
like,
Nobody is pissed. Everyone's just making fun of you.
we're like making
And
you
we're,
do this.
We're enjoying this.
We're making
We're
you
winning.
do this.
Fuck you. So I want you out of my chat. If you're gonna act like that, go right now and never come back. Because if I see it, it's an instant fucking ban. Okay?
I enjoy this. It's your cope sipping, Philip.
And if you don't believe
When this fucking boost dries up, he's gonna lose his mind. He's
Oh, yeah.
going to absolutely lose his mind.
It's gonna be, you know, how when it dried up from us, he crashed out. It's gonna be that, but by a factor of 10.
Yeah.
Because this time, I think he really genuinely believed that he made it. And it's all gonna be rug pulled once again.
Oh yeah.
me, test me and see what happens.
He's a big
Okay.
tough guy now.
He thinks he's like a mobster. Like, bro, like
It's just
fucking
the thing is, this is why he gets the sort of trolls that he does, because he's so smug and he's so arrogant, and then he challenges people to fuck with him. And so they do. And then he cries. It's like, don't challenge people like that. Don't say, test me.
I dare you, test me. And then all the fucking detractors are like, here we go.
So
What's another
Here we
proton
go.
mail?
we're going to probably close out on this clip here.
Really?
Unless you want to go into DSP cyber police fucking
I'm
shit.
fucking pretty burnt out. And I got to edit tomorrow, so...
All right, this is, I think, the funniest Phil clip that we've shown all day.
Okay.
This is an amazing Phil clip. It's so Kino.
Okay.
Let's have a
Here
look.
we go.
Yep. Okay, totally new area. So we could go right to the girls' restroom. We had a lot of fun in the boys' restroom, didn't we? Or
What the fuck?
Whoa, homo alert!
What the
Homo alert! PDF alert! PDF. What,
right
you
to the
had a lot of fun in the
girls'
boys'
restroom.
bathroom?
we had a lot of fun in the
Whoa!
boys' restroom, didn't we? Or we could go left
He's
to the classroom.
gay!
Since this is a dead end,
He's gay!
Ashton texted me. I was doing, I forgot what I was doing, but you're like, could you OBS that? I couldn't find it though. I was like, where fuck was that? Like,
I
you
was
were-
losing,
you were losing
my
your mind.
mind.
Like, you're texting me.
I
like,
was having so much fun. Holy fuck, man. All right, guys, we're